this on?
Man, his head has more flakes than Kellogg's. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah!
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm the birthday boy, Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Hamilton. I'm so excited. You know, we do birthday shows. They're a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what you guys got me.
I was told the newsletter that came out, the company email said next week.
Yeah.
It's not your birthday.
Like it was a joint.
If anyone sends out a newsletter, it would be me.
Yeah.
I sent out no such newsletter.
Have you ever sent the newsletter?
Never.
I rest my point.
My birthday is in 2 days.
So you always do it
Where
after
are
the
my
birthday.
presents?
Clearly.
Well, no, last year it was on my
It was
birthday.
on.
That was very
Yeah.
coincidental, and that was great.
Yeah.
So
Honestly,
that means my birthday's in 9 days.
honestly,
Who cares?
Well, no, I don't.
My gift is still shipping.
It's always shipping.
As always.
I've had your gift for like 5 weeks.
So where is it?
It's at my house. I didn't know this was a birthday
Never
show.
announced
Yes, it
it.
is. My birthday's in 2 days.
I figured the AEW, the Wednesday Night War recap would be your birthday
Clearly
show.
the 25th.
The patrons have to
But you
pay.
won't
You have
be
to
there.
pay for the birthday show this
But
year.
you won't be there,
I know.
so I'll never get my gift.
No.
Well, we can do it Saturday for SummerSlam weekend.
Whatever.
Slumber
Figure it out, I
Slam.
guess.
Are we doing this?
Yeah, we're doing
Don't
a
even.
slumber party.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
No, Saturday,
We're spending
Sunday.
the whole weekend.
No,
together.
no.
Easy. No.
And you're only allowed one pair of shorts. Things
What?
are going to get weird.
Like underwear or short shorts?
I didn't define it.
Wait, are you
Have
sleeping
fun with
over
it.
too?
Maybe.
With Eric?
Sure.
In the same bed?
Nope.
Aren't we all sleeping on the wonderful new couch?
We could, but I call a recliner.
We wake up. I call middle.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you right now. I like body heat.
Right.
Feels nice.
I know because
I like
when
the
we went
touch of
to
a
New
man.
Orleans for WrestleMania and Andrew passed out in one bed, spread eagle.
Oh, that was no accident.
Me and Joe had to share a bed.
We did.
He's a cuddler.
Now, of course, we were there for 2 nights.
He's a spitter too.
Right? That is true. And the second night, we figured we'd flip a coin, and we used my points that weekend, but we'd flip a coin to see who gets the bed. And once again, Andrew got his own bed.
I went to sleep first.
Look,
He
I'll admit.
strategically went home early while we
Yes.
kept on partying.
I'll admit. I'll admit. I kind of liked the first night, so I wanted to do it again the second night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric can be quite the cuddler.
I remember being super
Makes me
drunk,
feel safe.
wanting to sleep, but like aware enough to where I'm like, I am not stepping in horse shit. Because the cops just walk around with their horses.
Yeah.
The horses shit all over the place. I'm seeing drunk people stepping in horse shit.
Right in it.
Their shoes are covered in it. And I was wasted.
And then they throw up, and then they're pissing on the street.
I was
like,
wasted
against the building.
I was wasted stumbling around, but I still made sure I did not walk in dog shit.
And the point of
man.
Or
horses,
horse shit, sorry. Good
man.
nothing. There's no point having
no
a horse. Zero.
No.
Right.
You don't need a horse to catch a drunk idiot.
Right. No, you don't.
Get a bicycle.
Yeah.
No, they could have. You could have grabbed Gronkowski, or who was there? Gronkowski.
No, Mojo Rawley.
Oh, Mojo
Yeah.
Rawley.
His best friend.
Same
right.
thing.
Basically the same thing.
That's right. But
Yeah.
he wasn't really part of the. Was he on the show back then, or? I
Well,
feel like
no.
it
By
was like
then,
a-
he was at WrestleMania and helped Mojo win the Battle Royal like a few years before that.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
So, yeah. But enough about New Orleans, WrestleMania, New Orleans.
And birthdays.
Which that was a horrible WrestleMania, by the way. Fun weekend, but horrible WrestleMania.
Right.
NXT was great.
Yes, it was, of course. But anyways, we got a lot to do tonight. We got to recap SmackDown, Raw, and we got to do the predictions for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But first, we have to thank 3 new patrons who signed up.
Very nice.
So thank you to Angelica, M. Harry Smilak.
Come on.
You get it?
No, do you say it right?
I'm Harry Smilak. M. Harry Smilak? I don't think that's a thing.
No.
It seemed like it could have been.
Let's make it a thing.
My Harry Smilak? No, I don't know.
My Harry Smilak. You're like, what?
And then James Too Good,
Ooh, he's too good.
apparently.
Yeah.
So thank you to those people. Go to patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling to sign up. Obviously, we got the SummerSlam recap this weekend. We got TakeOver recap this weekend.
Yeah.
The Wednesday Night War podcast always every week. The brackets, the classic episodes, the movie recaps. They're all great. And now Patreon just launched this. If you want, you could pay for a full year ahead of time.
Hey.
And you get a 15% discount.
Boom.
So, again, if you want to just try it out for a month, it's $5. No commitment. You can cancel anytime.
Right.
Or if you've, been a patron a while, you're like, well, I could get a little bit of discount here. 15%. If you do a year, then go for it.
Yeah.
If you need any help with that, let me know. Patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling.
And I can't wait for this Friday because I applied to be in the Thunderdome.
Oh, you applied?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I
Yeah.
forgot to do
Don't
it.
worry. If I get it, we'll all be on the Thunderdome.
We will?
We'll take turns holding up the What's Wrong with Wrestling logo.
Yeah, that's all we're going to do.
And
What are
then-
you going to do about it?
And then your feed has been disconnected.
Which
What are you gonna-
reminds me, if you
Hello?
did register for it,
Hello?
make sure you're wearing one of our podcast shirts
Right.
when you watch the show.
Well,
Is
since
it
you
gonna
brought
be
it
like
up,
the
we might
NBA?
as well talk about it. I mean, you can't even sign up yet, right?
No, you can't.
It's like, wait, I just checked
I
like
keep
an hour
refreshing,
ago.
and it's like, get ready to enter the Thunderdome.
And then you,
Right.
and
And
then
then
you
the website said tonight you'll be ready to
Right.
you'll be able to sign up.
Yeah.
Well, it's 8:30 Central
all
Time.
right, we'll do it live on the podcast.
And you
we'll
still
sign
can't
up.
do it.
Joe
Oops.
has to refresh every 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
And then like we get in there, register, sign up, everything, and it's like, all right, one last thing. It's $1,000.
Right. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, how else are they going to get revenue? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure plenty of marks are be willing to put up.
How much money are we
$30?
willing to spend to get on there?
I will
Under
throw in
50.
$10.
Under 50. Well, the show can cover it, but like under 50. Under 50.
50?
Once it hits 50, I'm
If
out.
there's going to be a cost,
Fuck you,
it's
WWE.
probably going to be at least $100 if there's a cost.
Really? That much?
But then we have to be on camera for all of SummerSlam. Like that's kind of weird.
yeah, but kind of could be interesting.
I mean, America is.
What if we get a prime spot and it's just us?
Yeah,
Like
I think
prime-
they're just gonna just do like random cuts to like people in there. I don't know. It's gonna
Maybe.
be
Right.
We'll see. But yeah, I mean this episode of Raw is the last show that Raw or SmackDown will be at the Performance Center for like the next 2 months.
Yeah.
Because WWE's they're gonna be filming live. They're gonna be live again at the Amway Center,
Yep.
which is where the Orlando Magic usually play. And yeah, they're gonna have virtual fans. And Spectrum News 13 reported that WWE is paying the Amway Center $450,000 to film there for the next 2 months.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they weren't going to make any other money, so.
the Amway Center, yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, right.
But yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, we'll start things off with SmackDown. We start the show with a replay of Retribution.
Yeah.
And Corey Graves tells us that WWE has hired extra security.
Oh, yeah.
And then they cut to 2 guys
Yeah.
standing in front of a door.
2 men.
That'll do it.
They doubled their security.
Last week they had 1 guy
Now they
in
have
front
2,
of a door. Now they have 2.
and these guys were like 4'3".
Yes, yeah.
I mean, at least.
Oh, they were 8 feet tall if you put them together. Stood
Correct.
them on top of each other.
Yeah, and just put a big trench coat on them.
They're not thinking things through, as always. But again, you could be like, well, remember when Nexus did this? Yeah, Nexus came in. They did it once.
Yeah.
Right.
And WWE said, okay,
Yeah.
we'll negotiate with you.
Yeah.
And they got contracts. And
Right.
they even said, what are you going to do without your entire rookie crew? Like, their storyline kind of made sense. Kind of
Yeah.
like when Stone Cold would never get fired because McMahon's like, you're making me too much money.
Yeah.
Like, I can't fire you.
Yeah.
Nexus was like, this is the next wave of guys. What are you going to do without us?
Quick
so it
question.
made sense, yes.
How many of them are left?
Well, 10 years later, who cares? But back then, they were the stars. They were. And you had Daniel
Right.
Bryan in there. And
Daniel Bryan's
Wade
the only one
Barrett
left, right?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. But like all they're doing is destroying everything. Why wouldn't you have the local SWAT team waiting outside?
Correct,
Because they're
yeah.
just breaking in. They're coming in with bats, and everyone's running away. You're like, wait, I don't understand. Like, you know, how did they get in the building?
Assault with a deadly weapon. I mean, that adds 10 years to your
How are they in
yeah.
the building?
sentence.
How are they sneaking around the building without anybody knowing where they
Well,
are?
they wear all black.
Where they can just right,
ninjas.
right.
Yeah.
They're ninja. Oh, they're the ninjas.
See, you know what the problem
None
is?
of this makes any
They
sense.
don't have Kurt Angle as the general manager.
Right.
Yeah.
Where he could be like, it's happening!
Right
It's
here.
happening!
Well, even when,
and then
when
the whole roster.
when SmackDown invaded Raw the next week, it just shows you they do the same thing over and over again.
Right.
The next week on Raw, they're like, "We have secured the doors," and they just filmed a door. Like not
Yeah.
even they didn't even have security in front of a door. They just cut to a door.
Yeah.
Door. And
We
it's shut.
installed
See how it's closed?
doors.
If they want to get in, they're going to have to open the door.
There used to
We'll
be
see if they
nothing
can
there.
figure that out.
Now there's a door.
So it doesn't make any sense. And you've got at least 50, like freaking massive muscle dudes that are running away from guys that have bats. I'm sorry. Triple H had Sting had a bat. Like, Triple H had a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Like, it's part of, they're just laying around everywhere.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Grab a chair, motherfucker. Like, grab anything.
Right. Easily accessible.
Grab the chair you're sitting on and defend your
house.
Your house.
Yeah.
And they'll meet in the back. Like 7 good guys. Like, hey, what are we going to do? I don't know. They're really fucking with our world. Yeah. What are we going to do? Like,
nothing.
Right.
Clearly, this is leading to a Survivor Series match. By then, Retribution, there will be like 30 of them. It'll be 30 versus 30
what do you mean
elimination
by then?
match.
I'm pretty sure there was 30 on SmackDown.
They're like, we could outdo AEW. We'll do a 60-man tag match.
30 versus 30. Remember the time that those guys in black outfits destroyed WWE? Well, we thought it was dumb, too.
30 versus 30.
30 versus 30.
Not elimination.
One pinfall does it. And then it's like a 3-minute match.
Right. With a roll-up.
Big Show
One
just
fall
pins the
does it
guy.
all. And, like, no one's even on the ropes or
Right.
on the, like,
At all.
it's just 1v1 to end the match. Everyone else is brawling.
It's a
around
lumberjack
them.
match.
Right. Except they're on the apron.
Yeah. All right. Enough of that bullshit.
Well, we'll get back to it, I'm sure.
Oh, of course. Our first match on SmackDown, we got Biggie versus John Morrison. And as soon as they announced this, I was like, this Morrison's first match back in WWE in January was against Big E.
Yeah.
So we're doing this again.
Mm-hmm.
And how many has you really had since then?
Right.
They're part of their tag team. They have the stupid show. Like,
Right.
he doesn't really. They're one of their best wrestlers. Doesn't wrestle.
Right.
That makes sense.
So they played a backstage promo from Big E, reminding everyone that he's been an NXT and Intercontinental Champion, so he knows how to, be a singles wrestler.
Because you idiots forgot. No.
Right. And then Morrison also cut a backstage promo. Let's take a listen.
Xavier Woods, at home. Kofi, injured. Big E. Is this singles run by choice? Because you're the only member of New Day who's still here. You see, it doesn't matter how positive you guys are. You're injury prone, which might not be a bad thing for you, E, because when you're at home, you can eat all you want, and I've noticed that every time you talk, you sound hungry. Well, tonight, I hope you're hungry for feet, so I'm fixing to shove my foot down your throat.
Yeah.
Joe, you hungry for feet?
Top right, like 6 times.
No, 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 no.
That's basically what I said when he said that. I was like, no, 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 no,
I
no.
hope you're hungry for feet, because I'm going to put my foot in your mouth and you're going to eat it. What?
If you're hungry for feet, Joe. Why? Like Maurice, Malene? Like who? Mandy? Zelena Vega?
Yeah.
I'm hungry for some. Yours?
Yeah. So
Good
they
snipe.
start the match, but the lights flicker, and then Retribution appears.
Whoa.
And there's more of them this time.
Yeah.
How many were there? I'm sure you counted.
8.
You did
I
count?
counted 8.
8.
Yeah.
It seemed like there was like 12 to 15.
Yeah, I'm
I
thinking like
counted.
22.
Okay, well.
So there's
Based
always
on
been
camera
5, right?
cuts.
There's always been 5.
I said last week, I was like, watch, there's going to be more of them all of a
you
sudden.
said, because now they're all shapes and sizes.
Yes.
Yes.
So when I don't know, I'm going to say 3, maybe 4 reveal themselves, that's
Right.
all there's ever going to be is
Yeah.
4. And like they'll have like Dark Order, like minions that never reveal, and then that'll be it.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, exactly. So Cole and Corey Graves run to the back again. They beat up Biggie and Morrison and then run away.
Yeah.
Like, who are they running from? No one even came out.
No one
to
came
stop
out.
them.
No security, no police, no freaking 6'3" massive muscle guys holding chairs. Like,
No
where
one.
are the guns? Where's the make a fucking move, asshole? Orlando security.
They should do that.
Orlando police, asshole. Get down on the ground.
Now that they're going to be in the Amway Center, we have snipers up at
Yeah.
the top.
No, Howard.
Right up in the catwalks.
If you hear any guns going off, that means one of the guys they've been sniped.
Yep.
They've been taken
If
care
this
of.
was Texas, they'd have to incorporate guns into the storyline.
100%.
Why don't you have armed militia
Right.
Yeah.
protecting your place? This is your show.
Yeah.
This is a quote unquote live show. How do you not have major security when there's literally a team like running around every episode destroying everything?
Yeah.
Destroying all of your stuff. And now the production truck, the $2 million production truck.
Hold off on that for a minute.
Fuck.
That's
Sorry.
so anyways, they run away after they beat them up just a little bit. They don't even do that much to them. Then Miz runs out to check on Morrison. And then after the commercial break, a bunch of guys are talking backstage about what happened. And like, Big E's there. Like, why isn't Big E like, how come none of you fuckers came out to help me?
Right,
Pieces
yeah.
of shit.
I got an idea. Yes, Big E. Why don't you fuckers come out when they're out?
Yeah.
Bring chairs, hammers. I know you carry a gun. Drew. Bring it out.
Yeah.
Just aim it at them. They'll leave.
Yeah.
I don't. You're right. Like they're all meeting backstage.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry that happened, but I'm a pussy. So
Yeah.
Right.
Again, just what do they have mostly? Bats. Retribution?
they've had everything.
Dumbbells.
Grab a chair.
Yeah.
It's like the number one pro wrestling weapon.
Right.
6 out of 7 pro wrestlers say the chair is the number one weapon.
So then Miz tells Big E, none of this would have happened if you didn't send out that tweet. And that's it. What tweet? What fucking tweet? Are we all fucking following Big E on Twitter and we see every Big E tweet? Is that what WWE expects from us?
You have to go follow him to get that punchline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
No.
you?
Should we
No.
do it?
No.
No, of course not.
No.
Should we do it?
No,
No.
definitely not.
All right.
No, we're not
I mean-
falling for your shit, WWE. Anyway, the tweet said, fuck Retribution.
That's so stupid to mention that. Like, come
Right.
on, how many people saw that tweet? So then King Corbin walks up and says, we're under attack, and if you follow me, everyone will be safe. But, some of us crumble under the pressure, and he looks at Big E. So Big E tells Corbin, shut up, and he says, I'll be damned if we're going to let the Foot Clan from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles put their feet on our couch.
Kind of funny.
That was good.
Yeah,
Wait,
kinda
so a Turtles reference and a Chappelle Show reference?
Yes. Yes, all in one sentence, pretty much.
all right.
He says, now's the time to stand and fight. And the guys get behind Big E, but then Sheamus walks up and says, Retribution won't fight me because they know I'm not afraid of him. And if they had any sense at all, they'd be very afraid of me,
Fella.
fella.
And I kind of
And
like
Jeff
how
Hardy, Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
That's the new Sheamus impression. You just say Jeff Hardy.
And I kind of like that they didn't mess with him. Like he said something as a
Yeah.
heel,
Right.
And they didn't come out.
Well, it's funny
like, it kind of
because-
was like, okay, is he in on it?
What's funny about that is when Nexus debuted, Sheamus was like horrifically afraid of them.
Yes.
There was one part where they almost attacked, because he was feuding with John Cena at the time.
Yeah.
And then he was backstage. He was making fun of John Cena. He's like, "You're going to get your ass kicked by Nexus again." And then he turns around and Nexus is standing there about to attack him.
Right.
And then he runs away and he asks some random guy, he's like, "Where's John Cena? Where's John Cena?"
right.
So it was funny, but now he's not afraid because these guys are 5 feet tall.
Right, of course.
So then Big E says, if you had any sense at all, you realize I'm not alone. And then he walks away with the fellow baby faces.
Who won't come out and help him fight?
Yeah,
Correct.
You're 100% alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sports keep coming back, and so does your chance to bet on them with our exclusive wagering partner, betonline.ag. Major League Baseball finally started this summer, and it's in full swing, and there's no shortage of ways to get in on all the action. BetOnline has all the odds, futures, and props for you to bet on. And as sports starts to return, BetOnline has sat down with Eddie George from the NFL, Robert Ory, 7-time NBA champ, and Harold Reynolds from Major League Baseball to get their opinions on what it'll be like playing without fans in what they have called Fandemic. So visit betonline.ag today to check out all the odds and up-to-date sports news. Don't forget to sign up and take advantage of all the welcome back to sports bonuses. BetOnline, your online wagering experts. So next up, we have the Women's Triple Brand Battle Royal to determine who faces Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship at SummerSlam.
Love a good battle royal.
Yes, me too.
Not this one.
I was
per se, but
I was
one,
excited
but
for it. Yeah,
I do like them.
Oh, and now security is in the crowd, and Cole and Graves are back at the desk. And then Bayley and Sasha come out first to introduce everyone. What?
why is everyone back? A gang
'Cause
who has
security-
not been caught. Bullshit. Who has not been caught. Now everyone's just like, okay. Like if you're Cole, Michael bitch ass Cole,
Yeah.
why would you come back?
Right.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I'm going to
Yeah.
be like Ronaldo and just do commentary from my house.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Exactly.
That just doesn't make any sense.
The show must go on.
They chased him to the back. Then they just ran somewhere and hid. And like, can we come back out? All right, welcome back. We got more matches.
What do you want to do, Vince? Well, Owen Hart died in the ring, and we kept doing the show, so.
Yeah.
Show must go on.
So don't be a pussy.
I'm a genius. That's tremendous, Poison. You're fired.
I love you.
I love you. So, yeah, Bayley and Sasha, they're reading the wrestlers' names from the cards. They're introducing everyone. And then Bayley says, wait, this isn't right. You guys gave us the wrong. And then Asuka's music hits. And Asuka runs to the ring. She knocks Bayley and Sasha out. And then the rest of the women just come out. Yeah. The rest of the women that don't need introductions, I guess. And the match starts, and Bayley and Sasha, they're laughing every time someone gets eliminated. The female ref was
I kind of like when like a shitty wrestler gets eliminated. They're like, oh, man.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah. The female ref outside the ring was telling some of the women what to do. And for some reason, they cut to that camera so you could see it even clearly. I was like, why are they doing this?
Yeah.
I don't know. But the Iconics and the Riot Squad all took turns eliminating each other. Tamina eliminated Nikki with a super kick. Bianca Belair kind of like deadlifted Tamina and threw her out. That was impressive.
Yeah.
And then, everyone that's feuding with each other eliminated each other. Like Lacey Evans eliminated Naomi with the woman's right. But then she taunted for too long, and Shotzi Blackheart eliminated Evans. Then Baszler put Shotzi in the Kirifuda clutch, and Evans helped eliminate Shotzi. And then the final four for now were Asuka, Bianca Belair, Baszler, and Tegan Nox. And Belair charges at Nox, but she ducks, pulls the ropes, and Belair goes over. I mean, I personally think Belair deserves better than that. I don't know about this.
Yes.
Naomi deserves better, but Belair
I mean, the
sure
charge.
does.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric,
Yes.
would you ever charge at someone in a battle royal, like knowing that you're going to just fall over the top ropes?
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to stand in the
Never.
middle of the ring, and it's like until someone can lift me, I'm
Tegan,
standing
what
right
was with
here.
the Tegan Nox push in this match?
I don't know, but I kind of liked it. This is the best I've ever enjoyed her. You know what I mean? Like you always
but
like
she
an
eliminates
underdog.
Belair.
That I didn't like. I wanted Belair to win it, but
Yeah.
I kind of liked that they were like pushing her a little bit, and she got to the final three or.
If a
four.
woman wrestler, if a woman wrestler deserves better, hashtag it's Bianca Belair, not Naomi.
I know.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So then Shayna picks up Nox, almost drops her on her head.
So I pulled this up. Not only did she almost drop her on her head,
Yeah.
she almost did like
God.
she tripped and her neck hit the bottom rope.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, well, that did save her neck, though.
it was almost
I'm
like
sure it hurt, but
like $1 Million Baby or something.
so she's trying to throw Nox out of the ring. Spoiler alert! I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
All you know is what'd that give away?
No, I know what happens.
Oh, okay.
glass jaw.
Yeah.
Glass jaw, glass neck.
Quick little story. One of my best friends years ago, when he was living at home. So this was like we were in high school, I guess. But because I think the movie came out in like 2004 or something like that. But his mom rented $1 Million Baby, and they started watching it. And then halfway in the movie, she goes, "Wait, when does the baby get kidnapped?"
Oh my god.
Like she thought it was about.
Wow.
I mean, if you had a guess, I'll give her that. $1 Million Baby. Oh, it's a baby ransomed. Sure.
All right, so back to Shayna. She picks up Nox, almost drops her on her head, but then Dana Brooke helps eliminate Nox from the outside because it turns out Brooke was never eliminated.
Oh.
And right here, I was like, okay, if Bayley and Sasha had any brains at all, they would go in the ring and eliminate everyone else and help Dana Brooke win the battle royal because she can't beat any of them in a match.
No.
Correct.
And then they show Bayley and Sasha. They're like, wait, Dana's still in the match? And I'm like, oh my God, they're going to do it? But then no, they didn't.
No. At least try to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get who you want to win, WWE, you're pushing whatever, but like at least have them try to do that.
Right. So, yeah, the big surprise is Dana Brooks was never eliminated, but then she gets in the ring. Yeah, Brooke, sorry. And then Asuka eliminates her 30 seconds later.
Right.
It's like, what was the point?
What was
Right,
the point
exactly.
of revealing yourself at that moment? Like just stay hidden for another 5 minutes.
Exactly. Like, do you hate Tegan Nox? Like, what's your deal?
Yeah.
So then Asuka was on the apron, and Bayley pulled on Asuka's leg trying to eliminate her, but Asuka ends up kicking Bayley and Sasha together, and they fall down. And Baszler then knees Asuka, and she falls off the apron, but lands on Bayley and Sasha's backs. So her feet do not touch the floor.
Oh.
Technicality.
I like that. I think that's creative when they do that stuff.
Yeah, I
The
know.
pancakes was funny at the time, but I understand why people would say that's stupid.
Yeah.
Because pancakes are like an inch thick.
Right.
But like these are, she landed on their backs.
Yeah.
And I kind of
I mean,
liked
they
it.
did the same thing at the Women's Rumble this year with Mandy
Yes.
landing on Otis.
Yes, they did.
Yep.
And obviously that was better, but still. Yeah. So then Baszler puts Asuka in the Kirifuda clutch, but Asuka pulls her over the apron and eliminates Shayna. So Asuka gets 2 title shots at SummerSlam.
There literally is no one else.
I mean, it was a fun battle royal, but yeah, like once Asuka came out, you knew she was winning.
Yeah.
And again, why? Yeah. I guess they're setting this whole thing up to where one of them loses to her and the other one doesn't help.
Right.
Which I'm guessing at this point Bayley wins and Sasha helps her, but then Sasha loses and Bayley doesn't help her. And this will lead to a Survivor Series match finally between them.
Yeah.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what it's looking like, yeah. And
Or whatever the October pay-per-view or September pay-per-view ends up being. Because Payback's, we're doing 2 pay-per-views in August.
Right.
Payback's the following
in
week.
August. It's 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
It's like 4 pay-per-views inside of 8 days.
Right.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah. So what's the September one? What's the October one? They're probably going to fight all those pay-per-views after that, you know?
Yeah.
And try to at least let some people into the Amway Center?
Well, for the next 2 months, no.
Oh, they've already said?
Yeah.
No one's coming in.
Apparently for the next 2 months. So maybe later they will. But for now, that's the deal. That's why we're all going to be digital fans on LED screens.
For $100.
For $100. So backstage, Bayley's freaking out.
Per show.
Well, of course, yeah. What do you think? It's a 2-month thing. So backstage,
Per
Bayley,
hour.
Bayley's freaking out, but Sasha says, "Don't worry, we got this." Bayley says, "Yeah, she beat me on Raw, but my title wasn't on the line. So at SummerSlam, I'll actually have something to fight for." Which that's an insult because Bayley was technically fighting for Sasha when she lost to Asuka. So then Asuka attacks both of them again, but then the Pat Buck guy pulls her off. So this guy's like a new star. I mean, yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
We still don't know.
Yeah. So next up, we have a backstage promo from Mandy. She addresses Sonya's comments, saying everything was handed to her, and she explains why it wasn't. And then Mandy challenges Sonya to a hair versus hair match at SummerSlam. And then later in the night, Sonya accepts the challenge.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, that rumor was true, Eric.
Yeah.
Hair versus hair.
Called it.
And one of them, will it be completely shaved or like a few inches?
Right.
Well, they never finish the job. Every time they do a hair versus hair match, it ends up always taking too long.
Yeah.
They just stop.
Yeah, they do like 3.
And then like the next night, the person shows up completely bald, even though they weren't.
Although, what are you going to do with those weird marks in your head? You pretty much have to go bald.
Yeah.
Right.
Kurt Angle was the best. He put on a wig and then like a wrestling helmet.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did that for a long
really
time.
good.
CM Punk wore a luchador mask.
Yeah, that was great.
Those are all really good. I doubt these will be as good.
Yeah.
So also backstage, Nikki Cross is standing in a random spot. Backstage, just looking upset about losing. Then she looks to her right, and then the camera pans. 10 feet away from her is Alexa, who is also just standing in a random spot.
10
Right.
6 feet away.
at the most.
Yeah.
But like, the shot starts with Nikki Cross. She's just standing there. Then she looks. Alexa's right over there, just standing there, doing nothing. Doing nothing, just being a sim.
How did you
before
both
you
get
grab
to that
them?
spot?
It's when your sim is just standing there doing nothing. And you're like, hey, go take a shit. But like, they're all characters in the WWE 2K games again. They're just standing there doing nothing.
Oh, Andrew, I didn't see you there.
Oh, Eric! Holy shit! You're here?
Does a guy do it? There's a guy moving his arms like this, trying to like maybe do something, but you don't know what it is.
It's like Inception. Like, how does a dream? You never remember how your dream started, right? You're just there. Like that's what happened with Nikki and Alexa here.
Yeah.
They were just there. Because how does one of them? Okay, fine. Let's say Nikki walked up there first. She's upset, and she just decides, I'm just going to stand in this one random spot where nothing is,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be upset. And then all of a sudden Alexa walks up, and somehow she doesn't see Nikki, and then she decides, I'm just going to go stand in this spot. Not because I'm upset or anything. I just want to stand here for no reason at all.
My legs got tired.
There's no logical explanation for any of this. It's horrible blocking. It's horrible direction. It's just horrible. And
At least have one of them in motion.
It drives me
They
nuts.
just picked up Nikki walking down the hall, and then she saw Alexa.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy. Yeah. So Nikki gets all excited. She apologizes to Alexa for pushing her, but Alexa says, I'm fine. Nikki suggests they leave right now in case the Fiend is here, but Alexa says, no, I need to get some answers from Braun. So we'll get back to that.
What? Why?
I don't know. Next up, we have Sheamus versus Shorty G. And backstage before the match, Sheamus tells 2 security guards to take the rest of the night off, and they leave.
Okay.
I forgot Sheamus was the guest GM this week, right?
Or head of security? I mean, what?
Right.
For the performance center?
Sorry, sir. You're a wrestler. Vince McMahon hired us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
To protect his grandchildren against retribution.
Yeah.
Something.
So anyways, we have a bro kick for the win, and at this point I was like, is Shorty G a face again? Because
Transfacial.
he's just losing to Sheamus in another random match. Like, they've already had this feud.
You should hit
When
the
Sheamus came back,
Again
his
button.
first feud was with Shorty G. Yeah, I will.
Yeah, we've seen this way too many times.
I just get a little emotional when I hit the Kyrie button. 'cause
This was the easy fill-in of
She's
predict a
gone now.
match that hasn't been announced yet for like 6 months. You could have nailed it. Shorty G versus Sheamus.
Yeah.
Oh, you won again. Good job. 2 points.
All right, so next up we have an AJ Styles in-ring promo. He comes out with a big nerd in a suit, and it turns out it's former TNA wrestler Abyss.
Yeah.
And he's basically playing Jonah Hill's character from Moneyball. Like, he's an analytics expert.
Yeah. Only 3 times the size of AJ Styles.
And,
I mean, if you don't know who he is, you're going to be thinking, oh, this guy is going to wrestle at some point.
Right.
I don't think he is.
No.
No, probably not.
No.
No. He was hired there like last year as a backstage producer.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And apparently he did this look in TNA for a while. And, I mean, he's a ripoff of Kane and Mankind, the Abyss character.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Kane became corporate Kane, a couple years later, he became like a corporate version of Abyss. But he was pretending to be Abyss's brother.
Which I think is kind of funny.
It is funny.
Yeah.
But Kane did the same thing pretty much.
Pretty much.
He was like, wait, I'm not the demon. No, that's someone else.
It's TNA. They're like, we'll do anything you're doing over there.
It's true.
WWE.
So AJ Styles says he's having a hard time figuring out who his next opponent should be. So he says, I'm watching baseball, football, basketball. They're all showing statistics for everything. So he's got an idea.
If you're going to go by statistics, then I have hired a team. The phenomenal Intercontinental Statistic System. PISS. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Okay? Shut up.
Yeah, that was a legit funny moment.
Yeah. Piss.
Probably was the only...
Piss.
But it was. Probably the only funny thing on Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
But then he says, so who's number one on the statistics board? Well, it's AJ Styles, of course.
Of course.
And then he's like, well, let's see who's, 2 through 5. And he reveals the rest of the board, and it's empty because no one has the right to be in the ring with AJ Styles.
I was really hoping for like his version of the rankings. What's the point of a fucking stats guy? Why is the guy even there? Just to say I'm the best one ever.
Just to make sure he's
literally
number
like,
one.
He's really like, okay, got you there.
The best was before they
checks out.
Before they came out, like they did a little, teaser
Backstage
for
thing,
for the commercial break, and it just shows AJ Styles yelling at him, and Abyss is just like like crying, like I don't know what I'm doing. So I thought that was funny. But then Jeff Hardy comes out and says, it could have been me and you in the finals of the IC tournament, but Sheamus framed me. I got arrested.
Right.
Elias is dead.
So much has happened.
Forget about Elias.
Yeah.
He got run over by Sheamus.
Yeah, and he's never
why
come
isn't
back.
Sheamus? Why wasn't Sheamus arrested after that?
Right.
We had eyewitnesses.
Come on. How many times have guys been run over by wrestlers?
I know, yeah.
Never arrested.
Yeah.
It's true.
The only time anyone's ever been arrested is when they're falsely accused.
Yes.
Once they go, oh, he
course.
did it? Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
The investigation's
Well,
over.
glad this is sorted out.
Or
figured it out. We're
Or
going
Vince
home.
McMahon, like those 5 times he's been arrested.
Yeah.
Right.
I assaulted Stone Cold Steve Austin. Wait, did you say assault, officer? You just admitted to a crime?
Right.
So, and then Jeff says, I don't know about you, but Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles sounds mega cool. And Styles says, I respect you a lot. He hypes Hardy a bunch, but then he says, hell no, this ain't no pity party. So Jeff attacks AJ. The big nerd tries to grab Jeff, but Jeff punches him one time, and then he gives AJ a twist of fate. Jeff then grabs a marker and writes his name on the board. And backstage, AJ tells Caleb Braxton, Jeff Hardy wants a piece of me. He's going to get it. And I'll show everyone what happens when you mess with AJ Styles. You get erased. And then he tries to erase Jeff's name on the board with his hand, but it doesn't go away. And then he yells at, Abyss. He's like, permanent marker! And that was another funny moment.
Yeah. It was.
It's been a while since they've let AJ Styles be funny, but he is a funny heel
Yeah, he is.
when they let him. So, I mean, this sounds great, right? Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles for SummerSlam? For the
Sure.
IC title?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
sign me up.
Like I said before, AJ Styles isn't on pay-per-views anymore. Yeah. If you want to watch him wrestle, you have to watch SmackDown.
What are the odds he's on Payback?
None. Why would you not put him on SummerSlam?
Because why would anyone watch Payback the week after SummerSlam?
Well, you don't think this can be an announced match?
Well, they announced it for next week on SmackDown.
Yeah, but...
So, okay, I guess there's a chance it could start on SmackDown, and then 3 minutes later it's a DQ, and then they'll be like, okay, we're going to fight again at SummerSlam.
Oh, maybe.
I mean, let's hope that happens.
Let's hope.
But I don't know, because AJ hasn't really been fighting on pay-per-views.
Yeah.
They've just been like, no, it's only on SmackDown. Just like in a desperate way to get ratings. But it still doesn't work. So we'll see. Which is kind of really fucked up for AJ, because then he doesn't get the pay-per-view bonus. Although who knows what the pay-per-view bonuses even are right now.
There's no money coming in,
Yeah. So, next up we have Grand Metalik versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Backstage before the match, Lucha House Party steals the tag titles. So right before the match, they steal the tag titles. They come out with the tag titles. Then Cesaro and Nakamura come out, and they're like, okay, here you go. They just give them right back.
Right.
What was the point of these faces stealing the titles?
Pussies.
Just to show how big of a pussy they are.
And they were even like this.
Yeah, it was so dumb.
Yeah.
I'm taking this.
Yeah.
Right.
And they walk off,
that'll
and
be the
Cesaro's
only
like,
time they
I
hold
guess
the
we'll
tag
follow them.
titles.
Right. For sure.
So Nakamura sets up for the Kinshasa, but then the Lucha House Party music hits, and out comes the return of Kalisto. And even the fake crowd with the fake... they don't even pop for him.
Right.
They don't even care.
They were like...
Yeah.
Who are you? Yeah.
And Cole's like, this is Kalisto, who's had been away with a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for telling us.
Yeah,
Right.
I didn't really
And he's back to do some Lucha things.
Lucha thing.
Goddamn! So Kalisto and Dorado attack Cesaro, and then Metalik hits Nakamura with the elbow drop for the win.
I don't understand. Why didn't the ref stop the match when Kalisto hit Cesaro outside the ring?
Yeah, I mean, they do it other times.
Yeah.
It doesn't make... Oh, my God. Wait till we get to Raw. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Wait till we get to Raw. So, Grand Metalik beats Nakamura. Jesus Christ. Next up, we have Caleb Braxton interviewing Matt Riddle backstage. Riddle says, I came here to bro down and throw down. Huh? And then he talks shit. Huh?
What?
Yeah. And he talks shit about Corbin. Then Shorty G walks up and tells Riddle, I have a family, and that King ransom money goes a long way, but that's no excuse. And he apologizes.
So he doesn't want to be a heel.
So then they fist, and then Corbin hits Riddle from behind with the scepter, and then thanks Shorty G and walks away.
What the fuck?
And then Corey Graves, one of them tells us that Shorty G failed to collect the King's ransom. So last week, he attacks Riddle. Mm-hmm. Corbin's like, thank you. And they both do the money sign. And they're like, well, I guess he's getting paid. Well, he didn't fucking pay him.
No.
What do you have to do? Murder him?
Yes.
You have to murder him.
It's a contract for hire. It's a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you have to do.
So Shorty G just basically turned face again because he was like, look, Corbin didn't pay me, so sorry.
Yeah.
I guess I won't do this anymore.
And it's public. I've looked it up. Shorty G makes just as much as Corbin. I don't know why he needs to have his ransom. And Corbin can't really afford a ransom on his salary. So
Yeah.
unless his parents are rich. Who knows?
So Corbin gets $30K as well? That's crazy. Poor Corbin.
Even Ryder had 125, I think.
150.
150.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a Alexa Bliss sit-down interview. She says her and Braun became best friends, and we watch clips of when they were partners in the Mixed Match Challenge, you know, all the flirty stuff. And then the off-camera interviewer asks, did you ever think it would become more than a friendship? And Alexa says, you mean romantically? And the interviewer says, maybe. This is not what an interviewer does. You have to be specific with your questions.
Yeah.
Did you think it might become more than just friendship? And she's like, romantically? Maybe. I don't know, maybe. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And she says, maybe, you know, we cared about each other a lot. She says the Fiend's scary and compelling, and you could just feel his presence. And then she's asked about Braun's comments last week, saying he doesn't care about her. And she almost starts crying, and that's the interview. Let's cut the interview when it's finally getting interesting.
Yes.
She starts crying. All right, that's it. Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras!
Yeah.
She's crying.
You guys ever think you should be involved romantically? She's like, no. I don't think so. I mean, you've seen his size. I'm a tiny thing. Do you want him to kill me?
Yeah. So next up, we have Biggie versus John Morrison.
Because we were like, we need to resolve this.
Yeah.
God.
This match has
This
to happen.
time, it's for real. And now we have Miz on commentary. And then Otis comes out to confront the Miz, but then the lights flicker again, and we go to commercial. And when we come back, most of the locker room surrounds the ring. But then we cut backstage, and we see Retribution beating up refs and random people. Then they open a random door, and there's a guy taking a shit. One of the Retribution guys opens a door, and then we see a guy taking a shit. There's no so backstage there's just some random small room, and there's a toilet there.
I thought it was just a bucket. I mean, the bathrooms might be down, Andrew. What are you going to do? You got to shit in a bucket.
Retribution has killed all the plumbing as well.
They have.
Yeah.
They destroyed the water valve.
They backed up all the toilets.
Vince, I take a poop, and where do I put the poop, Vince? I don't know where to put it. Oh, gosh. Oh, yes.
But like, what's that about? Like, just showing a random guy taking a shit.
Right.
I just don't like.
You know why? That's comedy.
Yeah, that's Vince. Like,
That's tremendous. Poop. That's gonna be poop. He's gonna poop. That's good shit. Literally.
so then the Retribution guys, they attack everyone. They've thrown Molotov cocktails at generators. They've done such horrible domestic terrorist shit. They see a guy taking a dump, and they're like, that's too much. And they shut the door.
Yeah. Like,
and
hey, been there, bro.
And they put a chair under the door so that the guy suffocates from his own fumes.
Now that's some renegade shit.
That's some renegade shit.
That is. Where's Taz when you need him?
Yeah.
And like, how do you defend if the three of us had to defend this house?
Right.
Retribution's coming.
Take a shit.
No. No. But do we all just go to like the back door and the three of us are just like, we're ready?
Yeah.
Because this is the only place they could come.
Yeah.
No, like 30 guys are around the ring. Leave 2 over here, 3 over here. You're big dudes with weapons.
It's like the Dark Knight Rises. Send all the cops in the sewers. Send all of them.
What do you mean by all of them? Like 60, 50%.
Every single one we can find.
3,000 cops.
All of them.
What? What are you talking about?
Hey,
Send
shut
like
up.
5.
That movie's amazing.
Send 5. Yeah.
So then the SmackDown locker room runs to the back to find Retribution, but they're too late because they already left. They already ran away.
Somehow there's also a match still going on.
Right. And then Biggie makes Morrison tap to the stretch muffler. And after the match, Sheamus comes out and gives Biggie a brogue kick. All right. Sounds great.
I guess he's done with Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a Braun Strowman in-ring promo. He's bald now, by the way.
I think this is the longest we've recapped SmackDown in a while.
Maybe, yeah. And he calls out The Fiend.
Get out here and face your fears. I'm going to rip you limb from limb, and I will eviscerate you. And before you take your last breath, you will look up at me as I consume your entrails.
Jesus.
That is just graphic.
Yeah.
Jesus!
So he's going to eat him?
Yeah, he's gonna eat his insides.
Eat me, Braun. Eat me.
I caught a
Consume me.
snake once. I skinned it and drank its blood.
So Alexa Bliss comes out to the ring and says, "This isn't you." But Braun begs to differ. He says,
You used me. You treated me like a clown and made me sing songs inside your stupid car.
But he was looking straight ahead the whole time.
Yeah, he wasn't looking at her.
Like, what? What is happening?
Yeah. And then he says, everyone that the Fiend comes in contact with changes,
And that's it.
including you.
They finally said it out loud.
Yeah.
We never wanted to hear anyone say it. We just knew it.
Yeah.
Now they're just throwing it at us.
Just knew it.
She changes everyone, so here I am. I'm changed.
Right.
I shaved my head and I'm a bad guy. I'm changed.
Right.
Well, now it's stupid.
So now get out of the ring because I want the Fiend.
And Alexa says, well, I guess I'm going to have to slap some sense into you. And then she yells, look at me when I'm talking to you. So Braun turns, and Alexa slaps him in the face a bunch of times.
The first time she slaps him, she
It was-
laughs.
What?
We watched it 3 times. The first time she slaps him, she's like that.
It was such a
and you're
weird...
like, did she just laugh like they're editing this? What the fuck?
Right.
And then it was a love tap. She was, I can almost do it to you. It was just like that.
Don't touch me.
And then she starts hitting the living shit out of him after that.
Right, yeah.
Maybe they're like, cut, hit the motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're tiny.
So Braun then picks up Alexa, lifts her above his head, and he tosses her up in the air, and the lights go out, and we hear Alexa hit the mat.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Alexa could take that bump. I don't know.
Sure.
She's fucking jumped off the
He probably
elimination
set her down,
chamber.
and then she did it like a normal bump.
Oh, man on woman violence. She can't take
Yeah,
that bump.
we can't see it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It has to
Like
go
at
black.
one point, one
You
of the
can't attack. We can't see senior citizens be attacked.
right.
And we can't see women be attacked by men.
At one point, Retribution was beating up Big E, and it was like 2 guys and a woman, and he was fighting the guys off,
Yes.
but he can't fight off the
No.
woman
no,
attacker.
No, of course not.
It's like, oh shit.
Yeah. So then the red light comes on, and the Fiend is in the ring with Alexa, and Braun is gone. The Fiend looks around, and then Braun appears on the Titantron and starts laughing, and then the Fiend laughs too, and then Braun lets out a big roar to end the show. But now we know Braun can also teleport.
I mean,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
He's too big.
No, he can teleport.
He couldn't do that live. You can't
Right.
do that shit. You know what I mean?
Well, Taker's done it. Taker's done it.
Yeah.
You just see him run out there. We were at the Rumble when he did that. When he did it,
Yeah.
we saw him run by us. Oh, there he is. Taker's like, I'm not sleeping under the ring for 3 hours like Hornswoggle. Fuck that.
Yeah.
So that's the end of SmackDown. Raw starts with technical difficulties. The WWE Then Now Forever intro keeps rewinding and fast forwarding. So Retribution pulling high school senior pranks now.
Yeah, that's what they are. High school seniors.
And then we have a Drew McIntyre in-ring promo. And now they've added a sword sound effect that plays right before his music. And it sucks. Did you hear it?
No.
It's like a sword being taken. It's like... And then so it's like, oh my God. Now
So-
he's Ricochet.
Yeah, basically. They're like, oh, you're the new Ricochet.
Maybe they're trying to like just... Well, Stone Cold the Glass Shatter, that's cool. But
Yeah.
like, no, this is not cool.
Everyone wants to hear a sword come out of a sheath.
Exactly. So then McIntyre says Orton's pure evil for assaulting Ric Flair, and at SummerSlam he's going to hurt Randy for everyone that he's ever hurt. Then we have a bunch of quick cuts to the announce team, but the camera is sideways. Then we cut to black screens, an image of HBK cross-eyed. He's returning tonight. And then like Seth Rollins attacking Dominic last week, then more cross-eyed HBK, then the announce team, cross-eyes, announce team. And again, like the announcing camera shot side, so the cameraman's holding the camera sideways.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't notice.
Yeah. Oops. So then, by the way, this is ruining McIntyre's good promo.
It is.
Like, you're not even paying attention to what he's saying, but it's good. Like, I don't understand why you would do it there.
Yeah.
But finally, we see a camera go inside the production truck, and sure enough, Retribution is in there forcing a production guy to do all this shit.
Wait, they're in the production trucks?
Yes.
They're worth $12 million.
They are.
That's
yes.
a lot of money.
But thankfully, Retribution only broke all the stuff that is not worth $12 million.
Oh, okay.
They snapped a few laptops in half and then left all the actual production equipment alone.
Right.
Did you see that they were throwing them all in a pile?
Oh, really?
Like, literally, Vince or someone said, yeah, when you smash them, make sure they throw them all in a pile so we can clean it up easily.
Right.
They were all throwing them in that corner, that front right corner, like, bam! Here, put that over there. Thanks. Gotta keep things nice. Gotta keep things neat.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, oh, man. Again, production value. Shit.
Yeah. And then one of them forces a production guy to cut to commercial. He's like, he grabs him and he's like, "Duh!" And the guy's like, "Ah!" And we cut to commercial.
Like, I wanted there to be like
We don't-
a big button
I like
that said,
how
like commercial.
Retribution was nice enough for them to not to force them to cut the feed altogether, but cut to commercial.
Yeah.
They still want WWE to make money with commercials.
It went black, and then maybe the network took over and put it on commercial.
But,
Yeah,
but
maybe.
that's still WWE's responsibility at that point.
And again, 911, what's your emergency? Black! Ah! There's a bunch of people here breaking and destroying a live TV show. Send everyone. Literally another hour and a half of show.
Yeah.
Where not even a fucking police officer comes.
Right.
How is this even, does this make any sense?
What company is this? World Wrestling Entertainment. Yeah. Okay, fake shit.
Right. Fake. No, but I mean, even, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get Superman there right away. Asshole.
But it's so stupid. When you're literally breaking and destroying, at some point you have to say, okay, call the friggin' police.
No.
Right.
Call the SWAT team.
No.
Yeah.
There's 8 to 10 people here destroying things.
Call the 4-foot security guard.
No, the only time you really need police is when, like you're married and you get a restraining order and
Right.
you have to be 90 feet away.
Yeah.
Right. That's when you call
And then the
police.
cops come and arrest the person that called the cops. They arrest.
Then, when you don't realize that in that city, they might do things a little differently.
I'm from Tennessee and we do things differently.
Yeah. What does that mean? Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
So backstage after the break, a bunch of superstars are talking about what happened, and Titus O'Neil accuses Akira Tozawa and his ninjas. So they actually point out the fact that they're so fucking dumb that they make Retribution look just like the ninjas.
Correct.
Now they're making fun of themselves. They're pointing out how stupid this show is. They're like, yeah, we're sorry.
First of all, you have ninjas that have no fighting ability whatsoever.
No.
Ninjas are like black belts times 10.
Oh, yeah.
And these guys can't even get in a punch.
Right.
No.
Or a kick.
No, they're terrible.
Why don't you hire like a bunch of cool gymnasts to do like cool spinning stuff? They can still lose, but at least have them look like ninjas.
No, it's Malcolm Bivens who just like jumps on an apron and gets punched.
Yeah.
Like
He's done.
Like a ninja can't see a punch coming.
right. Yeah, I mean, Batman was a ninja.
Yeah.
Look how great he is.
Right.
So McIntyre walks up and Titus,
of shadows.
McIntyre walks up and Titus asks about Rick, and Drew says, "From what I heard, Rick's going to be okay." It's so great that everyone's always going to be okay.
Right.
Everyone.
Why the
Even
fuck
Rick.
does Titus O'Neil care?
Yeah. So Drew then tells, and by the way, hey, welcome back, Titus.
Yeah.
Is he back? Or is he just backstage? Welcome
Backstage,
backstage, Titus. Can't be on camera.
I've never left. So Drew tells the guys we need to band together and stop Retribution. But then Seth walks up laughing and says, "Oh, Raw's already got a Messiah, all right?" And again, like, does this sound familiar? Oh, because it's the same thing that happened on SmackDown.
Yes.
The good guy, hey, we need to band together, and then the bad guy shows up. Nah, fuck you. It's the same thing.
Band together my ass.
So Drew says it's been 5 years, Seth. If they don't respect you now, they never will. And Seth says, "Don't forget, I taught you how to be a champion, just like I taught Dominic Mysterio what it takes to be a WWE superstar." And then Ricochet from the back, like a 14-year-old, says, "Yeah, and I heard you're about to get a receipt for that too." And then Mustafa Ali yells, "Dang, a receipt! Ooh!" Mustafa Ali
Middle school.
was going to be the SmackDown
Middle school.
was going to be the SmackDown hacker. Ricochet beat AJ Styles multiple times, and now they're like, "Oh yeah, he's going to beat you up." Oh shit. What the fuck?
And no, Dominic will not be beating up Seth Rollins in in reality.
God. So then Ricochet and Cedric say they heard Rey Mysterio will be here tonight, and Seth says, "Yeah, that's not happening." Drew then tells Seth, he's like, "Oh, you look scared," but Seth says, "You better get your priorities straight or else you'll walk out of SummerSlam ex-WWE champion." And then Drew tells Seth, "I'll drop you where you stand," but then everyone separates them.
Because they care that they fight.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So next up, the Hurt Business comes out to the ring. MVP once again accuses Apollo Crews of being the leader of Retribution. So Crews comes out and we have more nauseating camera shots. Like, Crews comes out and then we cut to the cameraman running, and it's like an average person like with a video camera at Disney World. Like you're watching like the fucking floor. Like I used to watch our old Disney World tapes of like when I was a kid. This is like in the 80s, early 90s. And like our dad accidentally left the camera on. He accidentally hit record and it was like hanging off his stomach. So like there's like 10 minutes of just like him walking.
His stomach and the worst part of you.
Like that's what this was.
Yeah.
So imagine if you're a WWE cameraman, you're on a job interview to be a cameraman for a different company. And they play that. They're like, well, how do you explain this?
Can we see some of your footage?
You're a terrible cameraman.
Yeah.
So Crews then makes a challenge saying, if I beat Shelton Benjamin tonight, then he and Lashley are banned from ringside at SummerSlam, and I prove that you can't beat me by yourself. And MVP is stupid enough to agree to that, even though he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
So we have Apollo Crews versus Shelton Benjamin.
Thank you.
R-Truth runs into the ring, but he's chased away by Tozawa and his ninjas.
Ring the bell. They were literally in the ring this time.
Yeah.
Ring the fucking bell.
Nah.
Nothing.
Cruz wins with a roll-up, but then Lashley and MVP attack him right after the match. Then Ricochet,
He went to the roll-up because of almost that thing going on.
Yes.
Like, it's just a mess.
So then Ricochet, Cedric, Mustafa Ali come out for the save. Lashley puts Cedric in the full Nelson, which they're now calling the full Lashley.
Never go full Lashley.
Never go full Lashley. However, Cruz and the rest of the good guys knock the Hurt Business out of the ring. And then R-Truth runs back out, but Shelton gives Truth a big boot and wins back the 24/7 championship. And then MVP challenges Cruz to a 6-man tag for later.
A 6-man elimination tag.
Elimination, that's right.
Yikes.
So backstage, Angel Garza is flirting with Demi from The Bachelor. And he gives her a rose. And I throw up.
And then she
And then
says,
you got to
"Thank
stop
you."
me. I can't stop.
And then she says, thank you.
Hold me back, Eric. So then Ivar walks up and invites Demi to be his +1 for Raw Underground. And he hands her a giant turkey leg, and she couldn't be happier. And she accepts.
I mean, who doesn't love a giant turkey leg?
Yeah. She looked like she wanted to just deep throat it. And then Ivar points at the turkey leg and says, Garza didn't poison this one. So then Demi asks Garza, you didn't actually poison Montes, did you? Because I fucked him, and that would be really bad for me, too.
I was surprised you can remember all that.
I know.
Right.
Seriously.
Like the guy's name was correct.
That was probably like 10 takes at least.
Wow.
So Garza says, no, he's just trying to get out of defending the tag titles. Garza then tells Ivar he's going to take him out in their match, and he grabs the turkey leg and throws it off camera. And then Ivar uses the Force to get the turkey leg back. And you can even see like it's being tossed to him, but it's like it was like this. Like it wasn't like a force grab or a force pull. It was just like turkey leg.
Correct.
And he
it
catches
wasn't
it.
a real force pull.
No, but I mean they even did it poorly.
Yeah.
So he grabs the turkey leg, hands it back to Demi. And I mean, how many?
At least like do it on a string, you know?
Again, it's
Or
not.
just do this. Like,
It's
do
not
this.
live. You could do one of these.
Right.
Yeah.
It's still fucking stupid. Don't get me wrong. It's still really fucking.
Maybe
dumb.
they did that because of where his hand is. They threw it really, really hard, and he missed the first two, and it just freaking hit her right in the face every time. Like
There was. I did see like some turkey pieces like coming off her forehead.
damn right.
I just assumed that was because of other things, but
Yeah.
no. Like how many? Again, first of all, like how many wrestlers have superpowers now?
All of them.
At least 6.
Like it started with the Undertaker, then Kane, now fucking Ivar.
Yeah.
Ivar, He's like
And he can never use it in the ring. Apparently, he only
No.
uses it for justice.
yeah. I wonder why.
His own personal pussy justice.
Pussy justice.
It's the only time he uses it.
This is the third week though.
That's
with
the name of Joe's band.
Yeah.
this is the third week with Demi. How many wrestling fans watch The Bachelor and vice
Right.
versa?
Hey. Who gives a shit? She's hot as hell. What if she's gonna be a diva now or something? That's
So
cool.
there's
She's
one.
not- She's not doing anything. She's not taking her clothes off.
There's at least one, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, like a hot chick on wrestling, and you're complaining about it? She's super hot.
What's she doing? That's hot.
Who gives a shit?
Sucking
she'll-
on his turkey leg.
Maybe she'll start valeting
I
with the
can't wait.
freaking Viking
Can't wait
fucks.
to see her blow Ivar. Yeah, that's gonna be hot.
I mean, everyone starts out as just a valet.
No,
You know,
this
like
is
Vega
cross.
wasn't-
It's cross promotion. They're both owned by. It's NBC. That's why they're doing this
Bachelor
bullshit.
isn't on NBC, I don't think.
Yeah, it is.
ABC.
ABC. Really?
I don't. She's
I
not
guess
even
we
on
do
it
have a
anymore,
Bachelor
though.
fan. Oh, I don't know. I
I
don't know.
watched one episode. I just know it's ABC.
Okay, so we got Ivar versus Angel Garza with Eric Andrade and Zelena Vega ringside. Demi's watching backstage, but Angelo Dawkins walks up to introduce himself. Garza then beats Ivar with a drop kick to the head, which is kind of like his version of the curb stomp.
Right.
It's like I don't know. But then Dawkins and Demi appear on the Titantron after the match. Dawkins mentions, Garza's been flirting with Charlie Caruso. And then he says, my mom always told me you can tell a lot about a person by the crowd he's rolling with. And we're about to find a lot about you and the crowd you're rolling with. So Dawkins makes a signal like they're going to roll some footage. But then the screen goes black and Garza runs to the back. Vega asks the announce team what's going on, and Samoa Joe tells Vega, due to the actions of Retribution, WWE is going through an intensive security review process, including going through hundreds of hours of security footage. And, people like me here, unlike Byron, so they showed me some footage, and I showed it to Angela Dawkins, and I'd bet you'd be interested too.
All right, here we go.
And the way he said it made it seem like there was going to be like it was a sexual thing.
Yeah,
Right.
He was like, you were doing some... but then Vega looks worried, and she walks to the back with Andrade. And then after the break...
And they go to commercial.
Dawkins
is like, here it is.
Oh, you got to stay tuned.
Here it is right here, right now. And
After
go.
this.
Is that your final answer? All right, well, let's see if you are correct. After these commercials.
Yeah.
So after the break, Dawkins gets Demi's number, but Garza walks up and says, unless you want a you up text at 2 a.m., you better not do that. And then Dawkins tells Garza, I only want her number to show her the video. And then Vega and Andrade walk up, and they're reaching for Dawkins' phone. They walk up, they're reaching for his phone, and Dawkins is like, nope, not going to do it.
He's like doing this one. Like, try to swing at me like I'm holding your head.
But like Garza and Andrade are doing it too. Why not just, beat him up?
Yeah.
Like you always do.
Like you always do.
One punch to the stomach, and I'm gifting that phone's coming towards you.
Yeah. So then Caruso walks up because she's like, what the fuck's going on with my man?
Right.
What's on the video? And Dawkins just yells to someone off camera, run the tape, dog. And in the security footage, we see Vega poisoning Montes Ford's drink. But then she still denies it and accuses Caruso of doctoring the footage because she knows Caruso wants Garza's cock. And then Ford shows up, and he and Dawkins just attack Andrade and Garza, but then the bad guys run away.
Wow.
Again.
So
Really great.
the most
long-term
obvious person that it was to poison him, poisoned
And
him.
I even said weeks ago, I was like, it can't be her now because of the way she's saying, no, I did not do it.
Right.
Like the way they did it, now she's just an idiot.
She should have thrown everyone off by pretending to poison herself.
Yeah.
Like Big Cass did. Right. No, it wasn't me. Look, I got attacked. Yeah, it's you, fucker.
Yeah.
So next up, we have Mickie James versus Natalya with Lana ringside making fake TikTok videos. I checked. She did not post any of these. Seth Rollins and Murphy walk out to interrupt the match, thank God, because Seth wants to know why Samoa Joe is so sure that Rey Mysterio is showing up. He's like, who are your sources? Meanwhile, Natalya knocks Mickie James out of the ring and wins by countout.
Yeah.
Mickie James.
Yep.
The legendary, as
Legend.
they called her.
I mean, future Hall of Famer Mickie James gets knocked out of the ring, can't get up for 10 long seconds. And then Lana records Mickie on the ground, so Mickie gives Lana the mitt kick, and then that's all done with. Seth then grabs the mic and says if Ray or Dominic show up tonight, it'll be the last mistake they make. So, all right. Next up, we have Bayley and Sasha versus Asuka and Shayna Baszler. There's a tag team. Bayley and Sasha come out first. They cut a promo about how they're both going to beat Asuka at SummerSlam. They also say they have to defend their tag titles the following week at Payback, and they make fun of some of the tag teams they've already beaten. And then Shayna comes out and says after SummerSlam, whoever has the Raw Women's title, I got next. Asuka come out and tells Shayna, you have to fight me. You have to fight with me before you fight against me. So, early in the match, Nia Jax appears in the crowd, breaks the plexiglass, and attacks Baszler.
But
Punches and kicks Baszler a bunch.
And she's suspended.
They fight back. They fight to the back as refs and Pat Buck try to separate them.
Yeah.
And then the match continues.
Mm-hmm.
No disqualification.
None.
No. They must have said, fuck it, no disqualifications ever.
Ever.
We're going to that.
Except when we decide to.
Right.
And like, she's suspended. What is she even doing here?
I mean, someone in the match got attacked. No disqualification.
Right.
Yeah.
They just don't give a fuck.
count
They
out.
really don't give a
Well,
fuck.
keep reading because it gets even better.
So then Bayley and Sasha team up on Asuka for a while. Sasha puts Asuka in the bank statement, but then Shayna Baszler runs back out to break up the submission.
She's back.
And then Bayley and Sasha hit Shayna with the backstabber into the Bayley to belly, but Shayna kicks out. And then Asuka puts Sasha in the Asuka lock outside the ring, and Shayna makes Bayley tap to the Kirifuda clutch inside the ring.
And then Samoa Joe gives the same move to Byron, and then you're like, oh, they're all doing the same submission.
Excuse me, Eric. And new
Yeah.
women's tag team champions.
No, that'll be
Shayna
at
and Asuka.
Payback.
Yeah.
Oh. So what is Shayna right now? What is she? Transfacial?
Yeah,
Sure.
I guess so.
She's definitely not a good guy, not full.
Well, no.
But
No.
yeah.
So yeah, I think that'll be payback. I think they'll
Take them over for them.
So backstage, Apollo Crews tells Mustafa Ali and Ricochet that he wants them to be his tag partners, and Cedric Alexander says, "What about me?" And Crews should have said, "What do you mean? You never win ever. You're the worst." But he tells him, Lashley put you in the full Nelson, so I figured you need the night off. And the four of them walk away, but then Randy Orton walks into frame, and they play this audience reaction sound effect. Take a listen. So the audience
What
got...
are we doing? Did you read what Vince sent us? Okay, just do exactly what it says. Okay, no. Ha! Ooh!
Aha.
Ooh!
Is just the appearance of Randy Orton scary?
Yes.
Because there are a lot of women...
Because he's a fucking snake.
Women fans love him. They think he's very hot.
Yes.
I mean, he was in the hottest male bracket. I think he went pretty far.
Next week...
First one of the...
Next week, the crowd's going to have a cue. All right, stand in awe.
Yeah.
Aww. No, you idiots.
Now boo him. Boo him!
All right, now
cheer.
Roman Reigns is
Yay!
coming. Roman Reigns is coming back next week. We want all the female fans to squirt on the plexiglass. All right, everyone squirt.
God.
And you know what? Fuck it, men, jerk off. Come on the plexiglass.
Come on the glass.
Jizz all over it.
Do it, like the way I do it. All right, next we have...
I want to see it. Show it to me. Also backstage,
We have the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, who looks like a fucking hobo.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks worse than ever.
Right.
He looks so
Did you
bad.
understand what happened, whatever? Well, I care about Rick, too. Anyway, good luck at your match, and can I have $1?
They're acting as if Rick is dead.
He's
Right.
like, I know you love Rick. I loved him too. R.I.P. Undertaker. Undertaker presided over the funeral, and it was beautiful. Yeah. And then Undertaker shot him with some lightning, and he turned him into ash.
So he
She
tells...
shot him back to good. He's fine now.
Lightning for the win. So Sean tells McIntyre,
You need to get refocused so you can kick Randy's head off at SummerSlam, Undertaker.
And then Drew tells Sean, Orton's taking care of Edge, Christian, Big Show, and Rick. I feel like I let you down. And then Sean builds Drew back up, telling him how far he's made it. And,
You beat Lesnar at WrestleMania.
And they've never really shown a connection between these two. Not that I've ever seen.
Ever.
And Drew says, Sean, you're the reason I'm WWE champ right now.
Right.
You said I should keep my head up, and I came back, and I want to train with you, and I did. Yeah. You're the reason. You, Shawn Michaels.
of course,
We just met an hour ago. You, Shawn
because
Michaels.
he's there. So then Sean tells Drew,
Look, I gotta face Randy Orton tonight, so please do me a favor, give me my space. Give me my space.
Because I don't know you.
Because I need to get punted.
Yeah.
Also backstage, the Iconics make fun of Liv and Ruby.
Okay.
Ruby wants to fight, but Liv says save it for the ring, and they leave. And then Billy Kay points and says, who's that? And the camera pans, and we see Shayna Baszler talking to Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke. Pretty normal, right?
Right.
And then Tom Phillips says, wait, is that Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke? What are they doing with Baszler?
They're like best
They're
friends.
best fucking friends,
They're best
dipshit. Everyone knows this.
Including you when you talked about them when you did commentary on NXT.
Fuckface.
What are they doing?
Oh, and they've also been in the fucking crowd every goddamn show.
Yeah.
Wait.
Cheering the baby faces.
Wait. Who
are you? Who are you?
Is that retribution? No, wait. There's people smashing stuff in the truck.
Wait.
Is that retribution?
Wait, I know Mandy got a
No.
haircut, but no.
Wait.
No. Wait, but that ass, though.
I,
Wait a minute.
Are those horse women? They don't look like horses.
Wait a minute. Shayna Baszler? Jessamine Duke? Shafir?
Oh my God, that's Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Is that Ronda Rousey?
Are we going to say Ronda? Wait a minute. We're waiting. We're being patient. You have 3 fucking hours. We're waiting. We're going to wait till you figure this out, you fucking prick. You dumb dick. We're going to wait till you figure this out. No, don't go to commercial. Figure it out. Was it Retribution? Okay,
Hold
you got
on.
that.
He's like doing math. Hold on.
Right.
Shayna Baszler.
Shayna
Marina
SB,
Shafir.
Marina Shafir.
Wait.
Raw Underground?
Jessamine Duke.
Oh my God, Raw Underground.
Wait, BSD, SMJ,
Ronda Rousey.
JDMSSB.
UFC.
Hold on.
Roderick Strong's wife.
Here's a picture of a horse. Wait a minute. Wait a second.
Retribution.
No, I don't have it. What is she doing with them?
I don't know. Samoa Joe.
Somebody tell me.
Samoa Joe, tell me, please.
It's like, you fucking idiot.
Oh
my God.
man.
That was fun. All right.
That's it, right? We're done now?
Wait a minute. Hold it. Time out.
No one did it better than JR.
Wait a minute.
Is that? Oh my God! But he did it better.
But he would do it at least at times where maybe, you know what I mean?
Well, he would do it at first, but he wouldn't like question it for 10 minutes.
Right.
You know? Like I remember when DX returned in 2002, which was when Triple H betrayed Shawn. But like the music hits and JR goes, "Wait a minute! I had a stinking feeling." Like, you know, like it was good.
Right, it was good.
So all right, moving on.
Hang on. No, Vince, shut up. Taking my thing off so I don't hear Vince. Hang on, I'm trying to figure it out. I don't want any help. Shut up, Byron. Samoa, shut the fuck up. I want to do this myself. Hold on.
No hints.
No hints. We're out of time. I don't know what Shayna Baszler is
Good
doing.
night.
What is Shayna doing with her best friends? This doesn't make any sense.
But aren't they supposed to be in the crowd cheering for all the baby faces? What the fuck? All right, so we got Ruby Riot versus Peyton Royce. Billy distracts Liv and Ruby, and then Peyton pushes Ruby into Liv. And just pushing Ruby into Liv allowed Peyton to hit her finisher on Ruby for the win.
Yeah.
Yes.
A push. And once again, Liv is like, what the fuck at Ruby because she doesn't know what
She
happened.
pushed it real good.
And what's the storyline behind Billy Kay not being able to wrestle?
All right, so next up we have Raw Underground.
Well, like, why is Peyton Royce wrestling every week?
We have Eric of the Viking Raiders beat up a guy who looks like Dolph Ziggler.
It was probably Dolph Ziggler.
Well, but
No,
then
but
Shane
it wasn't.
Shane interviews Ziggler
You're sitting right next to him.
and asks him to score Eric's performance, and Ziggler's like, 4 out of 10. He did okay. I think it was Ziggler's brother, like his real life brother.
Like, I think Ziggler just ran to the seat next to him.
Probably changed his shirt.
I thought it was him for a good minute
Yeah.
until I heard Shane say, like, Tom Jenkins or whatever.
So then Eric invites Ziggler into the ring, and Ziggler accepts. They fight for like 2 minutes, but then Ziggler puts his thumb in Eric's eye and chokes him out for the win. And then Ivar gets in the ring and knocks Ziggler out of the ring and onto the crowd.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have Ivar versus Ziggler next week.
In the underground or a wrestling match?
Underground.
Or both?
Underground.
Both.
Yeah.
Next up, Ray and Dominic Mysterio come out to the ring. Ray says he wishes he was there last week to take the beating that Seth gave Dominic.
To protect you, Dom.
And then Ray looks in the camera to tell Seth at SummerSlam, I will be in Dominic's corner to watch him kick your ass. And then he tells Dominic, I'm so proud of you for defending the family name. What family name? Mysterio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The fake family name?
And did
Yes.
he defend it? Because he kind of got his ass kicked.
Yeah.
I don't think you're defending anything when you get 20 lashes with
Son,
a cane.
That's true.
Son,
Way to
I've-
defend it, Eric. They
Son-
destroyed you.
Son, I've seen what you could do. You should not be a luchador. So then Seth and Murphy appear in the Titantron and says the Mysterio legacy will be sacrificed at SummerSlam. And then Ray invites them to come out. So they're like, okay. Seth and Murphy come out to the ring, but then Ray and Dominic retreat because they're both too injured. And Dominic's holding his ribs the whole time, but horribly. Like, just, he's such a bad actor.
Right.
He just, like, I don't know if he was sick or, like, scared or going to throw up. I didn't know. Turns out it was his ribs are hurt. But then Ray distracts Seth and Murphy while Dominic grabs 2 kendo sticks and attacks them from behind. Ray and Dominic try to tie Seth in the ropes, but Murphy saves them, and they both run away.
They took about 5 or 6 lashes each.
Sure. Backstage, MVP tells Cedric it must be difficult to be tag team partners with a guy who calls himself the one and only. My offer still stands, by the way. Think it over while you're enjoying that fine cuisine catering provides.
Why are you plugging catering?
Yeah.
Right.
The one he calls the one and only. Thanks, MVP. Good point.
Right.
Most
They used
valuable.
to not mention catering until like, fans would bring it up.
Yeah.
Like on Twitter or whatever.
Right.
And now they do. Like I remember the first time they're like, they mentioned catering, and the fact that like jobbers just are in catering all day.
They know we eat food.
They're
back
just
here?
eating all during the whole show.
All
They
the
just
food.
eat
How could they know this?
all the food.
They eat all the food.
So back to Raw Underground, we have Arturo Rujas versus Riddick Moss. And they end up outside the ring, and then they attack a few onlookers.
Sure.
And then Shane stops the fight.
Because there's no rules, but that's against them.
But then
This
he
is
stops the
total
fight.
chaos.
There's
Right.
no winner.
Right.
Total chaos.
Okay. Next up, we have Apollo Crews, Ricochet, Mustafa Ali versus the Hurt Business. Elimination match. Lashley hits Ali with the Dominator, and the SmackDown Hackers eliminated first in like 2 minutes.
Gone.
He's just fucking dead.
Out
Right.
of there.
Why even come back?
I know. All right, we'll see him in AEW when his contract comes up, I guess. Shelton eliminates Ricochet with the pay dirt, so now Apollo's all alone. Crews eliminates Shelton with the toss-up power bomb.
Why couldn't this move be called Cruise Control?
Nice.
That's a good name.
It's a good
Instead
one.
of, the toss power bomb.
How long did that take you to think? Come up with?
3 seconds.
Yeah,
Not
it's
even.
just that easy.
Creative.
Cedric Alexander then comes out and pins Shelton outside the ring to win the 24/7 championship.
How many title changes was
Who
that? tonight?
cares? Well, that's 2, right?
2.
Yeah. So then Crews eliminates MVP with the toss-up power bomb.
Cruise Control.
And then Lashley hits Crews with a spear for the win. And again, I know Lashley's just the manager now.
Yeah.
I get that.
Right.
But, maybe he should face Crews for the U.S. title?
Possibly.
What's he up to?
Crews always beats MVP easily.
Yes.
And he did it again in this match. But then he loses to Lashley.
Right. So obviously,
It has to be going
have
there,
him
right?
fight MVP again.
That has to be where this is going, right?
Sure.
I don't get it.
I don't like where that's going at all.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a long build. All right, so then next up we have Cedric Alexander versus Akira Tozawa for the 24/7 championship.
So even though it's changed they changed hands twice tonight,
Yeah.
they're going to have a real match now.
I guess originally
Yes.
it was supposed to be R-Truth, but he's dead now.
Yeah.
He's dead.
We got MVP watching backstage, and he's actually watching realistically.
Right.
Like, it's not the stupid angle with him, looking to the side. He's actually looking straight at a television.
Yeah. Weird.
But Cedric hits the lumbar check for the easy win. After the match, Shelton Benjamin shows up and hits Cedric with the pay dirt to win the belt back.
3.
Yeah.
Vince is like, who told him to watch TV like that?
More Raw Underground. Marina Shafir fucks up some girl and gets a win. But then Nia Jax hits her from behind. Jessamine Duke tries to get in the ring, but Nia kicks her. So Shayna Baszler gets in, but Nia pussies out and leaves.
Yeah. Here we go. Something's finally interesting with
So-
Raw Underground. No.
And Shane's like, no, Nia, don't leave. The only rule is you have to fight.
Yeah. Naya? And he follows her.
So Nia's suspended from Raw, but not Raw Underground.
Right.
Different brand.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So in fact, she should go to SmackDown.
Maybe she'll show up on SmackDown Underground.
Raw Underground's going to get, like, whenever AEW, you know how they're going to do another show at some point, they said. Like, TNT already signed them for a second show. Like, let's say that comes on, like, Tuesday. And then WWE's like, we have announced Raw Underground Tuesday nights. We will not recap that shit. Next up we have Andrade versus Montes Ford with everyone ringside. Vega gets on the apron, but then Bianca Belair shows up. Vega dives onto her, but Belair catches her and slams her on the ground. And then Ford wins with a roll-up. Roll-up city.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of roll-ups. Then finally we have the HBK in-ring promo. He says,
Without Ric Flair, there'd be no Shawn Michaels, no Triple H, no Batista, no Edge, no Undertaker.
no, he didn't say that. And he said, no Randy Orton either.
But Randy doesn't have the respect for Rick that the rest of us do.
All right, let's see. So you've beaten up Rick.
Yeah.
Triple H has beaten up Rick to bloody pulp. Batista almost murdered Rick last year.
Uh-huh.
Edge did the concerto to Rick.
Yes.
They've all hurt Rick.
They all respect the shit out of him.
So then Sean also says
At SummerSlam, I don't know if you're going to meet your justice with a sweet chin music or if it's going to be a Claymore from Drew McIntyre, but one way or another, you will see it coming. Undertaker.
Orton then appears in the ring, gives Shawn an RKO, followed by a punch to the head.
No. Knocks
This
his
is the
NXT
most,
hat
I mean,
off.
the most, oh my God. He knocked the NXT hat off,
Yeah.
and that was the most horrifying thing. Shawn's balding with like 5 hairs in the middle.
Comb over.
Cut that shit.
Don't do comb over.
It looks disgusting.
Oh, it's awful.
Like he went bald for the match, the Saudi
Right.
match.
Yeah.
Just go bald again. Keep the beard. He looks horrible, but I mean, you could look better than that.
Don't keep the beard. The beard makes him look
Keep
poor
it
and homeless.
kempt.
Yeah.
Kempt? Is that?
Kept.
Or just glue the hat onto your fucking head.
There you go.
So it never comes off again.
That's the spirit.
But yeah, he looked awful. And again, it's like this was so McIntyre runs out.
I think I'm cute.
My
Even though
God,
I'm ugly.
there was nothing more ridiculous than this Shawn Michaels coming out to Sexy Boy.
Just change it to the DX. Break it down.
Right?
Please.
Yeah. So McIntyre runs out, so Orton leaves the ring. McIntyre checks on Shawn, and for some reason, Shawn's not knocked out, and he just sits up.
Sean's not dead.
He's a tough son of a
He
bitch.
sits right up.
He's kicked out of everything the Undertaker sent him. He's like Rocky. He gets
Everyone that takes the punt is dead for a while. Sean's like, I'm good. So then Orton gets back in the ring, but Drew beats him up, throws him over the announce table. Then Drew goes back to check on Shawn, but then Orton gets back in the ring and gives McIntyre an RKO. That made McIntyre look fucking retarded.
It did.
And then
And he threw Orton around like for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And Orton's fine.
It's like no cell city here.
Yeah.
Well, like Shawn came, there was 4 minutes left of the show when Shawn came out to the ring.
Right.
And again, it's taped. Like, what? It's like, well, they had to rush it, but it's taped. You didn't have to rush this segment. But that's how the show ends. And again, I think there's no need for Shawn Michaels to be here.
No.
Like, they should have just waited till this Raw for Orton to betray Rick.
Right. Yeah.
For the go-home show.
Right.
Because him attacking Shawn doesn't do, like, he wasn't involved in the storyline at all. It doesn't do anything.
Why is anyone going out to the ring alone anymore? Anyone older than 50?
Yeah.
Listen, Orton, I love you. Nope, trick ride, tried that. Still didn't work. Got his ass destroyed.
Well, and Shawn was even like trying to be like, I'm going to give you a sweet chin music at SummerSlam.
Right.
No.
That's how you're going to lose.
Yeah, so that's the end of Raw. No need for Shawn Michaels at all. I mean, and we say that being the biggest Shawn Michaels fans, but it's just stupid for him to be there.
Yeah.
Should have waited till this show to have Orton attack Rick. But all right, on to awards.
All right.
Who Jeff for worst dressed?
Shawn Michaels with no hat.
Speak of the devil. I mean, even like his teeth looked weird.
Is that Richard T. Undertaker?
If we would have had a show in the
Sweep
90s,
it.
he would have been best dressed.
Sweep it, right?
You know, Kona Reeves was on the show.
In the crowd. Yeah,
You see him at Underground? He was
Oh, he's
sitting right
Underground?
behind the mat.
I've seen
and
him
he was
in
like reacting to everything.
I've seen him in the crowd before, but yeah.
He has dark hair now, all dark hair. But yeah, Sean, sweep it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Best dressed?
I had Mickey James. She was
All right.
great.
I had Demi.
I had Sasha Banks.
Bachelorette.
Jesus.
Worst acting? I had Demi from The Bachelor.
I also had Demi from The Bachelor.
Oh, she's so cute. Who gives a shit?
my God.
I had MVP.
Jesus. Joe is like fucking entranced.
Yeah. She's not even dressed slutty.
Okay.
She's just like a person.
Shouldn't have to dress slutty to look sick.
Right.
She's 4 feet tall, Joe. That's more my type than yours.
Fair.
Best acting?
I had AJ Styles.
Yeah, I had AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, sweep it.
Yeah.
He was funny. Worst comment?
Tom Phillips going, is that retribution when
exactly
he
what I
sees
had.
6 masked people attacking the
600
TV
guys
truck?
attacking the trucks.
Is that?
Is that?
What?
Wait a minute.
God.
Timeout.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Braun, though. I'm going to consume your entrails.
Okay.
It's like,
Gross.
why? Best comment?
Piss.
Piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PISS. It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Worst match?
Natalia versus Mickey James.
That was my slow-mo. I had Sheamus, Shorty G.
I had
again.
Sheamus Shorty G for worst
Again.
match. My slow-mo was Ruby Riot versus Peyton Royce.
My slow-mo was 6-man tag on Raw.
Sure.
Best match?
Question mark?
I had the women's battle royal, but
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to pick one.
I did not enjoy any other match.
No.
No.
So.
Nope.
Worst move?
Shayna Baszler almost killing Tegan Nox.
Yeah.
I had Ivar with the turkey leg force pull.
Okay.
And, oh, God.
I mean, how's it not that, gentlemen?
And I had Retribution smashing all the computers and putting them in a nice pile in the corner.
Nice.
For production to clean up easier.
Yeah. Best move.
Lucha House Party gave a tornado DDT to Cesaro on the ramp, like using the plexiglass. I thought that was pretty cool.
No. Joe.
Andrew,
Sorry.
Andrew, you're up next.
I'm just kidding. I had
want you to say
the
never mind.
Mick kick to Lana just because I hate Lana. It's nice to see her get kicked in the face.
Okay.
That's the original Black Mass, by the way.
I'm going to go with the thumb to the eye. And like they really zoomed in on it. And look, this is legal. Thumb to the eye.
Yeah. Great.
All right. Worst moment or segment? That's easy. Retribution. Just
Retro
pick
in
a
the trucks.
retribution moment.
Retro in the trucks.
I had when you realize Asuka, Shayna, and Joe all do the same move and they're all at the ring together.
Nice.
All right. Best moment or segment?
HBK no selling the punt because he kicked out of 27 tombstones. Undertaker.
Yeah, I think him being out there was still the best segment. There was really not. What else?
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles?
Yeah.
I guess.
AJ Styles. is-
Sean comes out.
I'm gonna super kick you. Okay, I'm the punt. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Why is he fine?
Yeah.
Right.
And why are you here?
And why are you
And he
here?
looked like a hobo.
Fair.
All right, breaking news. We already covered the Thunderdome stuff. This is fucking crazy and horrible, but this past Sunday, an obsessed fan broke into Sonya Deville's house with a knife, zip ties, mace, and duct tape in an effort to kidnap her.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he set off the house alarm, and Sonya and her real-life best friend, we now know Mandy Rose, was with her.
Oh.
It was Mandy Rose?
Yes. And they were able to escape and call 911. And he's been sending her hundreds of messages dating back to March of 2019. Someone actually put a video together with it. And the last message he sent to her was that night, and it read, "Look outside, baby, by your pool. I'm here. I'm going to kill that little bitch you have inside with you."
Oh.
Good.
Yeah.
Mandy was going to die.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. There's no, I don't think there's there's no bond for the guy, obviously. But, you know, they need to put him away forever.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's crazy.
Sonya
man.
sent out a thing about it. Said, "Thank you to everyone for your love and concern. Very frightening experience, but thankfully everyone is safe. Special thank you to Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office for their response and assistance." Like when the sheriff showed up, the guy was still in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
he
that's
stayed.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Titus O'Neil apparently lives in the area and said, "Oh, I spoke to her. I'm glad she's safe, and I'm thankful and grateful for the sheriff's office." Celebrity status aside, this is sickening. I'm a product of sexual assault and have zero tolerance or respect for any human being that would violate a person's privacy and or personal space. Wow.
All right.
So
Yeah.
Titus O'Neil is pissed.
All right, more breaking news. We got Lars Sullivan has resurfaced. He posted some workout videos on his Instagram.
Yeah.
So he's still working out.
Dumbbell presses.
When did that happen?
Lars is alive.
When did that tape come? Or like when did that whole thing happen?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yep.
So we'll see if he comes back. I don't know. I don't know about that. But Goldberg recently said that his WWE deal runs through 2023, and it's a 2-match per year deal.
Oh, really?
Yep.
He's going to come back and wrestle again?
6 more times.
Then
How
what's with
many
all that-
title wins? Six more title
wins.
This
Yeah.
is still
Well,
news?
3. At
3.
least.
Well, like there's a rumor that AEW is trying to get
He's
him.
gonna. Cody said no to that rumor.
But why is it even a rumor if he's still signed for 3 more years?
Well, because we have random Twitter accounts that bring up rumors and
Yeah.
claim they have sources when they fucking don't.
Hey,
Oh shit.
I have a source.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Tucker is going to turn on Otis.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Got a
Sources
source.
say.
What's
Sources.
who's the source?
Can't reveal it.
Shit. Good one. And then Rusev was on Ryback's podcast, and he talked about the conversation he had with Vince, where Vince told him that the fans were mocking him when they were chanting Rusev Day. And Rusev then pointed out to Vince that his T-shirts are sold out. The Rusev Day T-shirts are sold out. He's like, we're outselling everyone. I'm number 1 in merchandise. And Vince responded, maybe we didn't make enough. So, just goes to show you that
Vince pushes what he wants to
Vince
push.
is just a psychopath, and yeah, he just doesn't.
Pushing what he wants to push.
It's unbelievable.
Jesus Christ.
Like, you could make that's what makes no sense with Vince. Is like, why don't you just even if you don't like him, you could just accept the fact that you can make money with this guy. You're refusing to make money. That makes no sense.
He was getting pushed so good, and he's a big guy. You could have had him like win the Rumble and win the title. Like that's how big he was.
Yeah. Of course, 100%.
Rusev Day. Oh,
you got anything, Eric?
Yeah. So Seth Rollins was interviewed. I didn't get where he was interviewed at, but
this is a rumor, right?
No, it was an interview. He was asked about John Moxley and Renee Young.
Yeah.
Renee Young had COVID. They're like, oh, did you check on John? He's like, we still talk from time to time. I'd love to see what he's doing or how he's doing or whatever. Like, there's no way he doesn't know he's not the AEW fucking champion.
He's doing the Vince thing?
Yeah. Like, he doesn't even know. There's other wrestling promotions? I didn't even know about
I hope he's okay wherever he is.
Yeah,
what is it?
Right.
BCW or something? I don't remember.
He's the world champion.
Yeah.
And he's about to fight MJF, and it's going to be the best feud in wrestling.
Yes.
And you're the Monday Night Messiah.
Yeah.
Gouging eyeballs out. Like, who's in the better situation here, Seth?
Right. Yeah. He also said when Renee got sick, obviously I checked in on him to make sure he was doing okay and the dogs were good and all that good stuff.
All right.
Being super vague about it.
I mean, just say it like him because it's being read.
He's such a dick.
Like when his wife got sick, all right. Like obviously I checked on him and stuff and make sure he was doing okay and the dogs were good and all that good stuff. All right. Like he even talks like it's like they're quoting him exactly the way he
like
talks.
Any interview you read from him, like he just comes off as such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, does anyone like him?
He's not a great guy.
I don't know. Anything else?
Yeah, one last thing. Bully Ray and Leo Rush took to Twitter after the punt on Shawn Michaels. Bully Ray wrote, an RKO and a punt to the head from Randy fucking Orton and Shawn is on his feet?
Oh, yeah, that's what I said.
And Leo Rush,
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. Leo Rush said 2008 Shawn would have sold this punt until next month.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, by the way, CM Punk tweeted an idea for Retribution.
Yeah. He tweeted about the Thunderdome, too.
Why don't they just hire him as a writer?
I know. He goes, Retribution members should be the grandchildren of all the heads of former territories led by Greg Gagne. Like, that sounds amazing.
Right.
And, of course, it'll never happen.
Ever.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's such a great idea.
That is a great idea.
It's the only way to save Retribution at this point.
Just let him be a writer. You don't want to wrestle anymore? Write for them.
Please.
Yeah.
Do
He's
commentary.
got good
Just
ideas.
so that Vince could tear it up in his face every time.
Spit in it.
All right, rumor time.
Yeah.
Rumors!
Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe!
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet!
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance!
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed!
All right, so Dave Meltzer reported that every WWE superstar besides Roman Reigns has contacted AEW, and people are making a big deal about this because they think that means everyone in WWE wants to go to AEW, but everyone should do this because it's a great negotiating tactic to get more money for your next contract.
Yeah.
So then Braun Strowman claims he never contacted AEW, and he's like, yeah, dork Meltzer. And it's like, you fucking moron. That makes you look like a bad businessman.
Right.
Like, if you don't have an agent, you need one. And if you don't, if you do have an agent, you need a different agent.
Vince is his agent. well, Braun, I checked, and AEW said they'd give you $10 a day.
You're worth shit.
Yeah.
And we just signed you to the 30-year deal.
Yeah. 30-year deal at
$10,000 a year.
$20 a day.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you can sign up for Thunderdome.
Braun, maybe you should have talked to AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get more money, dummy. Randy Orton fucking talked to AEW.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is like, I didn't do it, all right?
Let me tell you, like, I've said this
Cody, you
before.
get my email, all right?
I've said this before. The reason why Daniel Bryan and Edge are all of a sudden cleared by WWE doctors is because of AEW. They're like, okay, you won't clear me, Vince? Cool, I'm going to AEW.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Wait, I'm just got a phone call. Ring, ring, ring. Hello? Ring, ring, ring. Hello, doctor. Is this the doctor?
The Doctor.
Hello, doctor. What's that? Edge and Daniel Bryan are both cleared? Oh my God!
That's tremendous.
Yep.
Oh,
That is
Lord.
100% what happens.
It is.
I'm like, there's no joke there. Like, that's why they got cleared. When Paige's contract comes up in a couple years, if she wants to wrestle, all of a sudden, oh my God, magically cleared.
Yeah.
You know that's right.
I'm wondering, like, how long Corey Graves' contract is.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, there was also
Other guy, yeah.
other news. Tyson Kidd, there was a video of him training.
Running
Yeah.
the ropes.
Yeah, that's
With a
very
broken
recent.
freaking neck.
Did you already do it
I did it.
He did it.
I
for just you, or can you just put
I just
one?
you only put one. We'll do it together.
All right, I'm doing it right now.
I'll do it alone.
Pisano. Email. Check it. Email.
Email.
Is that easy? Or is that easy?
Just keep clicking. It's like two.
Does it
more
say
screens.
like it's gonna be random?
All right,
No,
hold on.
it just says thanks for listening. We'll send you an email.
I gotta
Oh,
put in my credit card.
I gotta
info.
verify some.
Right.
Hold on, I have to select the trees to prove I'm not a robot.
Yeah.
What comedian did that? Oh, you know what? Actually, I think
John
it was
Mulaney. It's a robot
Right.
to ask you if you're a robot.
Right.
Oh, I smell a robot. It's me, robot. You have to. A robot tries to figure out if you're a robot. It's
Right.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're all registered for Thunderdome. So
Thunderdome.
any other rumors?
No, I don't
All
think
right,
so.
trivia time.
Ooh, this is a little bit hard. I had trouble finding something new and refreshing. You've got it in my head that I ask the same questions every year, so I don't think I've asked this one. But
All right.
what super
Oh, yeah,
famous
heard that. Yeah, that
tag team only wrestled at one SummerSlam, the first ever SummerSlam?
Legion of Doom.
No. This world famous tag team
World
only
famous.
wrestled. They're pretty big, yeah. They only wrestled at one SummerSlam, even though they were in WWE for a long time.
Freebirds?
And it was the first SummerSlam.
Heart
No.
Foundation.
No, but they wrestled a lot of SummerSlams.
Not the Freebirds.
No,
Von Erich.
I don't think they've ever wrestled in WWE together.
It was
There
the
was
first
Yvonne
SummerSlam.
Eric.
When was the
First SummerSlam,
30 years ago, right?
88.
Yeah.
Okay.
And surprisingly, because one of them, I'll give you a clue, one of them left right after this. The other one stuck around for a long time as a singles wrestler.
They like Hall of Fame.
You know, I
I don't mean if they're in the like they deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I think they are.
80s.
I think they are. But I don't know. Don't ask me. You know, I said
But they should be either
Yes.
way.
If
The
they're
Bulldogs.
Not, yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, the Bulldogs. Are they in?
I have no idea.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
Really? That's street.
Well, because Davey Boy's not in. They just started like putting dead
because-
people back in.
Right.
Because Vince is like,
No, you can't. You can't if they're dead, especially if they died young.
you know.
Especially if we had anything to do with it.
Especially if we kept the show going.
I mean, they were my
I
favorite
gave
tag
Dave
team.
all those steroids.
Yeah. Favorite tag team growing up for sure.
Who was the other guy? See, I'm too young for them.
Dynamite Kid?
Oh, Dynamite Kid was the other Bulldog?
Tyson
Okay.
Kidd's dad.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, you're so full of it.
Well, it makes sense.
We
like
would have heard that by now.
Yeah.
Neidhart.
You know, hot tip. Rick Rude, Bobby Roode's dad.
Yeah.
Well,
100%.
that's the funny thing is, you know, Josh is a new wrestling fan, but
No, he's not. He's
Well,
been
in
a
the
wrestling
last-
fan for 4 fucking years.
well,
now.
I'm just saying. But he thought originally he thought that
Yeah.
Rick Rude
Josh
was
is
Robert
an
Roode.
idiot.
Well, why
was
wouldn't
Bobby
he be?
Roode's dad. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
But he doesn't really know anything about Rick Rude. All right, fan questions
or anything.
Yeah.
James Mahone, pick one storyline:
Uh-huh.
Lana, Lashley, Rusev, or Retribution.
Retribution.
I don't know that. I don't know about that. That's tough, man. That's both just garbage.
Because Retribution is just starting. At least we don't know where it's going to go.
True.
I could not
fair,
sit through
but-
Lana, Lashley, Rusev again.
Yeah, no.
We did have a good time making fun of it, but
We sure did.
we're also having a good time making fun of Retribution.
That's
There you
true.
go.
Bruce Carlson, did you notice the camera work during the Drew Seth backstage segment? It was like the camera was put on a rocking chair. Yeah, we
talked
that's all the. Damien Kite, I haven't watched Raw yet, but I have it recorded. Pushfire Barry skipping it completely, watching the highlights, watching the whole show.
Fire the whole show.
Yeah. Bury
This
the
week
highlights,
I would
fire-
push. I would push skipping it. Like nothing good happened
Nothing.
on Raw.
Just
At least
listen to the show.
SmackDown had the AJ Styles segment.
All right.
Right.
And then Claudio says the correct answer should be listening to the podcast only.
That is true.
What you're doing.
There you go. Jake Baker, Pushfire Berry, movie subtitles for WWE to rip off like Thunderdome, Fury Road, like Thunderdome, Fury Road, Thunderdome, Electric Boogaloo, Thunderdome, Days of Future Past.
Thunderdome,
I like
Days of Future
Past for sure. Please, Days of Future Past.
I like Electric Boogaloo.
Right.
I'm going to watch that
Thunderdome.
tonight as I fall asleep now. Days of Future Past.
It's a great one. Justin Stewart, I think it's time to tell you guys that you have been saying the new stable's name wrong. It's not Retribution. It's actually the group who calls themselves Retribution.
Oh,
Right.
wow. Thank you for the correction.
Yeah. Kyle Foxton, what?
We don't want to look like idiots.
No. Kyle Foxton, what are the chances WWE makes Samoa Joe a member of Retribution with his sources backstage? And the fact that he never really seems concerned when they show up.
Oh.
That's just because they're all 2 feet shorter than him.
That's true.
Hold on. What do I think of that? Yes, please. Yes.
Anything.
He's the leader of Retribution. That would be cool.
Wait, so he's been making them do all these high school pranks?
Yes.
I mean, sure.
It's in his wheelhouse.
Tony C., will you ever review movies with wrestlers again? I still want your take on Hobbs and Shaw and Edge's new action flick, Money Plane, co-starring Kelsey Grammer. What the fuck?
To answer your question, yes, we will do
Kelsey
more.
Grammer?
That's amazing.
We have to do Money Plane.
Money Plane. And you know he's the bad guy. He has to be.
Of course.
Kelsey Grammer?
Oh dear. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's just like...
He has to be the bad guy.
Hopefully he's just like Sideshow Bob in the movie.
Right.
Chris Chubb, growing up, were there any wrestling facts you believed but could never get your head around? I could understand how The Undertaker came from Death Valley, but he never had a great tan.
That's funny, I guess. Yeah.
Howie Feltersnatch. Whatever you do to Alexa, you have to do the same to Mae Young a month before she died. How far are you going? I'm not going.
No.
I mean, we have to.
You'd kill her.
I certainly would.
Gosh. Pop Culture Junkie, Pushfire Berry, Raw Underground Fighters, Marty Jannetty, Lars Sullivan, Kielbasa Queen.
Oh, Kielbasa Queen.
Push Kielbasa Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd bury Janetti and sorry.
I still
and Lars.
watch that clip from time to time, and the part where you're like, don't drop it. It will be gone forever.
Forever.
Great
Lars
segment.
would just be trying to put his finger up people's butts.
Yeah.
That's how this works, right? God damn.
Anything goes.
Anything goes in their butt.
Muffy the Beaver Slayer, if you were on the WWE Carpool show, which one of you would be the driver? Who would be the navigator in charge of music? And who'd be in the back in charge of snacks and drinks?
We did this already. Joe was the driver. Andrew was the navigator. I was in back.
We did?
Yeah.
That's funny.
When we
that's
road
true.
trip to New Orleans.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
When we went to Long Island.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Except
Vladimir-
there weren't any snacks.
Vladimir Jordan with the new... so you didn't do your job.
I didn't do my job.
Vladimir Jordan with the new Thunderdome being used. How long before we get a stupid Mad Max gimmick by Vince?
It already happened. That was
Triple H?
Triple H's entrance last year at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's where they got the idea for
It was like
Thunderdome.
a 5-minute Mad Max movie. And then he fucking... It was like a 30-minute entrance by Triple H. Albert, Pushfire Berry, leave Vince in control of plot lines, but you guys pick the winners. Or we're in control of plot lines, but Vince picks the winners. Or leave things the way they are right now. Clearly, leave things the way they are.
I would say push. We are in control of the plot lines. Because we can put the plot where I'm fine with either of these person winning.
Right.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, what match is Roman Reigns going to be in? Because I want to pick him to win.
Well, we didn't put him in any.
He's in the main event.
He's AJ Styles' new
he's fighting
stat man.
Yeah.
We're just going to make him stat man.
He's fighting Mustafa Ali on main event.
Well, whatever you have to do, Roman Reigns win the championship.
That's great. We turned him heel.
Yeah.
And it's going to be great.
24/7 champion.
I've got Roman versus Lashley in a spear versus spear contest of spears.
Yeah.
Who wins? Because it doesn't fucking matter.
Right. They both get speared
Right.
by actual
wait, that's-
spears.
Yes. Actual spears. Oh, Roman gets the spear? Got it.
No, that's not what I meant. Oh.
Jason Deerham, how long do you guys give it till we see the first virtual fans stand up and flash their dick on camera?
Oh my God. First episode.
Well, we signed up, so
Yeah,
they
well-
choose us.
Yeah.
John Fortes, you guys better not pick Vega for best dress. She was wearing a fruit roll-up, and it was covered all of her assets.
None of us did.
We didn't know.
No.
It was stupid. She was wearing a cape.
assets.
JH, should WWE jump the shark with Randy Orton being the legend killer and bring back a bunch of legends like they do for the anniversary episodes, only to have Orton go ape shit and begin punting every legend in the ring?
Yeah, line them up, too. He
Punt,
punts one,
punt,
and then their heads just
punt.
keep hitting.
And they're all watching like low
Yeah.
blow, low blow, low blow. Is this coming to me? I don't know. Low blow, low blow.
Bring back a tag team, and he
just
RKOs both of them at the same time.
Why doesn't he beat up his dad?
Yeah.
Right? Like Daniel's super evil.
Semi-dry chicken. What, do you guys think Retribution could be Evolve wrestlers? They did purchase their company a month ago.
Bottom right?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Who are you?
Everyone be like, who are these guys?
Yeah.
Metalhead 86 trivia. Oh, it's got trivia. What year was the last SummerSlam that didn't have Brock Lesnar on the card?
Oh, 2015.
No.
It's earlier than that?
Yep.
Oh.
2011.
2011, because he returned in 2012.
Yep.
And he was
He's
on
been
all
on
of them.
every single one?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he only does the big few.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big four, whatever,
All right.
usually. Matt Damon, who would you guys view as your top, if only they could have stayed healthy wrestlers, which, derailed a promising career? Who got injured early in their career, and had to retire?
Well, also people who are injury prone.
Yeah.
And, they'll never get a push because they're always injured.
I mean,
Samoa
if Edge
Joe.
never came back, it would have been. You can almost still say Edge.
Yeah.
Well, but Edge had a lot of championships.
Right. I would say Samoa Joe. Every time he got close to the title, he'd get injured.
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor.
I think they were asking for someone who got hurt and never came back, but that's tough. I don't know.
Corey Graves, maybe?
I don't know about that.
I don't know if he was ever anything to say he was worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Draws?
Draws.
I love Draws.
Yeah, but he was never going to be anything.
Yeah.
The oddities.
He was
all
going
of
to puke.
them? He's going to puke.
He
Robert
was never puked, though.
Robert
for 5 minutes.
Schwann's. Did you guys know that of the 3 guys involved in the Intercontinental title segment, Jeff Hardy's the only one that is not a TNA Grand Slam champion?
Oh.
Interesting.
And then last one, Tyrone Grizz. Anybody notice Sheamus dressed like Captain Boomerang from Suicide Squad?
No, I didn't know.
I don't even know who Captain Boomerang is.
He's the one who throws the boomerangs.
Oh, in the movie?
Makes sense.
I forgot everything about that movie because I hated it so much.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, it is time for SummerSlam predictions.
Yes.
Where I am undefeated and I win
Okay.
back my pay-per-view prediction
We need to hurry.
championship.
This is almost a 2-hour show.
All right. First up, we have hair versus hair. Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville.
Got Mandy with a pin.
Yeah, I have Mandy with a pin.
I wrote that wrong. I
wrote
who's
Here we go.
Wait a minute.
I wrote who's going to lose.
Okay, why would you write the loser?
I have no idea.
Who has the championship right now?
Eric.
Me.
Oh, so he's got to make sure he's the same as us the whole way down.
Oh my god.
And still. Ass. All right, what's
I'm like
next?
knowing who's going to lose
Why
their hair.
would you write the loser?
Hold on, we're going to stay with this. Go ahead, Andrew. Ask the, I have 2 interfering, by the way. How many do you have interfering?
I have 1.
Okay, Andrew.
I have 0.
Okay,
And I have pin.
we'll leave that. Next.
All right.
All right, street fight. Seth Rollins versus Dominic Mysterio.
Rollins with a pin.
Okay, you have Rollins losing because you said that's what you wrote. I have Rollins winning with a pin.
Okay.
I have actually Dominic winning with a pin.
Okay.
Wow.
How many people interfere?
2.
2.
2. And this is a big one. How many eyeballs pop out?
7.
I put 10. I don't know how.
I put 0.
0. It's funny, though.
Well, there's going to be 4 people. That's 8 eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's losing it in their eyes.
They're all walking around.
0. Raw Tag Team Championship. Street Profits versus Andrade and Angel Garza.
I've got Andrade and Garza.
A&A with a pin.
Me too. I got Andrade pinning Ford.
So do I.
I have Angel pinning Dawkins.
Different.
Okay, and then how many people interfere for that one?
1.
2.
I got 2. It's 2 women.
Yeah.
United States Championship. Apollo Crews versus MVP.
I have Cruz with a pin. I have Cruz with a yes.
Shut up.
Look, I know
fix
the
that.
good money's, the smart money's on Cruz here, but I don't know why they keep having him fight MVP for the title he made if he's not going to win it. And Cruz is Cruz. So I have MVP pinning him.
All right, Joe forfeiting the championship.
It's 1 match.
I have Cruz with a pin. How many people interfere? I have 0.
I have 2.
2.
Why?
Because
Shelton,
they're still going to
Benjamin,
come
and
out.
Lashley.
How often do heels listen to the rules?
They're banned from ringside.
Yeah, we'll see.
They can't come out.
Okay.
They're going to be in a shark cage.
I didn't know that.
Sure.
They'll get out of cage.
Oh, right, of course. All right, SmackDown Women's Championship, Bayley versus Asuka.
I've got Bayley with a pin.
Same.
Bayley with a pin. How many interfere?
One.
Sasha.
Uno. And then the Raw Women's Championship, Sasha Banks versus Asuka.
I have Banks with submission.
I have Asuka with a submission, and what I said earlier.
I
think
have-
Sasha helps Bayley, but Bayley does not help Sasha, and that's what creates the tension.
Yeah, of course. I have Asuka with a roll-up pin.
Okay.
And with one person interfering, I think Bayley tries to help but fucks up.
I'm going to say she
Accidentally
doesn't even really do it.
Hits
That's what really pisses her
Sasha,
off.
and that's why Asuka.
That could be. That's pretty good.
I have one person interfering.
It could be, Andrew.
All right, Universal Championship, Braun Strowman versus The Fiend.
I have the friend?
I have the friend also.
Yeah,
You have
Fiend.
Alexa?
I have Fiend with submission.
All
Same.
have The Fiend. Okay, he never submits. He always pins with the mandible claw.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
think it's going to
forgot.
be different. He's
Red
only
light?
wrestled twice.
Red light during the match?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Ooh.
Does Alexa get involved?
Yes.
Yes. And then finally, WWE Championship, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton.
Randy.
I've got Drew with a pin.
I have Randy with the pin.
I have Orton with the pin. How many people interfere?
I'm putting 0.
I put none.
I'm putting 0 as well. Does McIntyre kick out of an RKO?
Yes.
Yes, he kicked out of F5.
You don't think HBK is going to interfere? So he was going to give him
He's
sweet
dead.
chin music.
Maybe.
Okay.
Although
No, he
did
got
not
right
die.
back up.
He did not die.
Yeah.
He sweet chin music's Drew.
Yeah. And surprise appearances, anyone?
I've got nobody.
I've got the guy who hasn't missed one since 2012, Brock Lesnar.
No. Okay.
I thought about Brock. I also thought maybe Retribution reveals themselves on this show. The tagline is "You'll never see it coming," which is the Randy Orton thing, but
What'd you put?
Dijakovic.
Oh, like he reveals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see.
This has got 6 more months of not revealing.
Probably. But you'll never see it coming. Will there be Raw Underground?
I put no.
I put yes.
SummerSlam Underground.
I don't know. They're going to do something. Like, you're saying anything. Like,
Will there be Raw Underground?
they open a door, they're fighting, but they don't even go to it or something. Or yeah, there will be.
That'll be a judgment call, and that's a no.
You're saying no, Andy?
I have no.
Yeah.
And then predicted because they have Ivar versus Ziggler. They hyped it for Raw, not SummerSlam.
I think something will happen.
Maybe predicted match that hasn't been announced yet.
AJ versus Hardy.
I thought we were not allowed to put that.
Well, of course you are.
Why?
You can put that.
It's
I didn't
announced
put
for
that, but-
SmackDown,
Yeah.
but I think it will
Predict
lead to a
any match
SummerSlam.
that hasn't been announced yet. That has not been announced for SummerSlam. That's been announced for SmackDown.
All right. I put Riddle, Sheamus.
Okay.
I put Lucha House Party versus Cesaro and Nakamura.
Yeah, that's a good call.
That's a good one.
And then how many announcer tables are broken?
I'm going to go 0. They haven't really been doing it lately.
Yeah, but now they're in the Thunderdome. Yeah, I got 1. What's the opening match? Pre-show doesn't count.
Raw Women's,
I have Asuka versus Bayley.
which is the Raw Women's.
That's SmackDown Women's.
Oh, shit. That's what I meant.
Oh,
Pulled
look
an
who's
Eric.
changing shit now.
Pulled an
You know who
Eric.
hasn't changed shit? Me.
And that's why he loses.
So mine is the
That's
only
why you lose.
scorecard that has no controversy or cheating. My first match, I put the Raw tag titles.
Oh, they're there.
And then what's the main event?
I'm going to say the WWE Championship.
Sonya losing her hair. Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
What?
main event. Fiend versus Strowman.
I changed it
The
again.
final thing on SummerSlam will be Sonya
Yes.
losing her hair.
Yeah. No, Fiend versus Strowman.
I have Orton versus McIntyre.
Okay.
And what's your lock
Hold
of the
on,
set?
hold on. Before you move on. You have, you have the other one. And you put Fiend. Oh, I put Orton versus McIntyre. Okay. Lock of the century.
Uh-huh.
Are we done with our changes?
Yeah.
Yes, we're all done with our changes.
Okay. Eric, who'd you put?
I put Sonya.
All right.
Locked in.
I said, are we done with our changes?
Locked in.
Lock it in.
Ching.
Don't worry, I put Mandy, so my lock of the century is never right. So
Okay.
I put Mandy.
Sonya. What was wrong
Where
with your
where would
mind?
Mandy's
I
career
don't
go
know.
if she's bald?
Right.
Just change
All
it
right,
to
I guess she's
Mandy.
taking a year off to grow back that hair.
My lord.
Eric, what is this? Did Josh fill out your scorecard? What's going on, buddy?
Don't mention that name on the show.
I remember my first scorecard.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, that's pretty
That's
good.
your line.
That was good. No, that was really good.
All
It's
right.
like I'm not changing it now.
You know what? Fair enough. All right. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Give us a 5-star review. Check out our website. Our new website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com, now mobile friendly. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram @WrongWrestling. Get a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com /what'swrongwithwrestling. And sign up for our patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. You got SummerSlam, TakeOver. It's all this weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have we're doing a sleepover, slumber party.
Slumber.
Shit's going to get fucked up here. And we might be fucked up for these recaps.
You better have like a laundry list of things to do Sunday morning and afternoon for us.
What?
What are the activities?
What is this, Step Brothers?
Yeah, we got to do some fun stuff.
Okay.
We're just going to stare at each other.
Yes.
And watch Andrew play Super Nintendo the whole time.
It's N64, and yes.
Like Stone Cold Steve Austin, it kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every served most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric, yeah, we'll push him off a cliff. He doesn't think Stacey Keebler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling?